Well, Ring of Honor fans, it's that time again. Welcome to Samoa Joe's Ring. Now today, here at the beautiful Ring of Honor Academy, we're going to talk about something called the Pure Wrestling title. A title that's all about, well, mat skills, about pure wrestling. And frankly, a title I think is bullshit, but that's just my opinion. Because there's only one championship in this company that means anything, and that's the ROH World title. A belt that, well, doesn't need rules and limitations to be won. But that's beside the point. What I'm going to show you today is some of the techniques that I would use to pretty much nullify any of those purists would have to offer. Now we have Drew here, one of our fine students at the Ring of Honor Academy, and Drew's going to help us out by showing you purists what I'm talking about. Now, of course, any good submission sequence starts by grounding your opponent. So, as we have Drew here, we have him grounded. Now, a very popular hold among purists is the good old Texas cloverleaf. Something that absolutely wrenches out the knee. Of course, a lot of guys, they like to flip it over, but personally, I like to keep it on the ground just as much as the next guy, so I keep it down. Same effect, half the effort. But of course, this also leads to a couple other things, because in submission wrestling, you gotta be thinking 20 moves deep. So let's say Drew, who of course is a very tough man from our fine ROH Wrestling Academy, is resisting. Well, what I wanna do is dangerously roll it back over and go right into the patented STF. Now, the STF is a wonderful move. Wrenches out the knee, tweaks the back, gets a nice little choke out effort. Now Drew, he's one of our students, so he knows he needs to keep fighting and get to the ropes. Unfortunately, that hand right there is something that can end a beautiful hold like this. So what we want to do is trap it in the good old crossface. Oh, I'm sure you've all seen this at home. Nice move used by a lot of really great wrestlers. Now, Drew's still struggling, so you're probably asking yourself, what the hell can we do to make this guy give up? What is it going to take to make Drew and those damn purists stop struggling? Well, it's quite simple. Because from here, there's one hold. There's one move in Ring of Honor that has never been beat, that has never been escaped from without me getting on full way. And quite simply put, you get on that choke sleeper and you throw back that clutch. And everybody taps out. Wrestling purists, pure wrestling champions, remember one thing. There's only one real belt in this company, and that's the Ring of Honor World Championship.
What do you mean, telling everybody? Yes, you know, I'm talking to you, sir. Sir, I happen to be talking to you, sir. And you did not run me out of the state of Florida, and I'm sick and tired of you telling everybody hear that shit. Get out of my way, stop, boy. Come on, Ed. Get up here.
Get up there. Look, I'll push the rail so you jump around out of the ring. Hey,
You guys should get up there. Get up there.
Come on, let's see if we can catch him. Julius T. Hey, Julius. Julius T. Oh my God, look. The last time we saw you.
Shopping ranks again. What's good, yo?
Hey, how you doing? The last time I saw you, you were leaving with Homicide in Maryland at the last stand, and then to take his anniversary show. He said he had something to say to Homicide to talk to him. What's going on with that?
Yo, you know what's really a hood, B? He's been silencing the lambs, but if you get me inside that ring tonight, I got a message delivered to the whole world, to be honest with you. I kicked it with him. You know what the dealio is. You're going to find out tonight. We got Michael Jackson to beat us, so I'm out of here right now. Folks, get me in that ring tonight. I'm going to deliver that message.
Folks, you just heard it from here. Julius T has a word for Homicide tonight in the ring.
Jersey. We are at the Rexplex. It is March 13th, 2004. What a historic event we have. Over 1,800 fans in attendance. A new record for Ring of Honor.
Well, what a mass of humanity here in the Rexplex as we're starting off hot and heavy right here with a six-man mayhem match. An innovative type of match that Ring of Honor brings to you. It is a new hot match in 2004, Chris.
And that was Ray Morrow. I'm Chris Lovey. You're right about six-man mayhem. This is only the second six-man mayhem match in wrestling history, not just ROH history. The first one at the Last Stand stole the show. Now we're heading things off in front of 1,800 fans here in Elizabeth, New Jersey. You have Mark Briscoe in the singlet starting out against Jimmy Rave. Amazing Red returning from injury after 7 months. Sanjay Dutt, the controversial Teddy Hart, and the insane high flyer Jack Evans. Now this match has similar rules to a tag team scramble. No tags needed when someone leaves the ring. Someone else can just come in. And it's one fall to a finish. No elimination. No, I'll let so-and-so get this fall because I'll just get the next one. The man who scores the first fall wins it. And I got a little scoop for you, Ray.
What's that?
The winner of this one will earn a spot in the top 5 rankings.
Wow, that's a great place to be in this time because now you have the ROH World title, plus you have the Pure Wrestling Championship. It's very beneficial to be in the top 5 because there's a lot of things you can achieve once you get that high.
No doubt about that. Right now, Mark Briscoe, one half of the ROH Tag Team Champions, taken off his feet by Jimmy Rave. Quick cover. And you see Teddy Hart, good ring presence, coming right in to try to break up that pinfall attempt. No one's messing around in this match. They know whoever scores that first fall is going into the top 5.
And speaking of Teddy Hart, we knew what happened here the last time in this building. I can't believe he's back for this one, and who knows what's going to happen in this one.
Always controversial, always exciting, as well as Jack Evans. And now is Jimmy Rave mounting some offense on half of the Tag Team Champions. Nice pinning combination. Not quite enough.
And it's interesting to see Mark Briscoe in a singles match here tonight. He's one half of the World Tag Team Champions with his brother Jay. And speaking to Jay, what a match tonight as he goes against Samoa Joe in the steel cage. The first time the ROH World title is defended in that cage.
I can't wait for that one. As now Jimmy Rave rolls out, allowing Sanjay Dutt to come in with a Huna Karana. Out goes Mark Briscoe, and we have Jack Evans. What an insane, crazy, phenomenal, absolutely breathtaking high flyer Jack Evans is. I've never quite seen an individual like this one before.
And we see Teddy Hart on the outside cheering in as we saw Jack Evans. No tag, like you said earlier, indicative of this high-paced Ring of Honor action that you're going to see right here.
Jack Evans and Sanjay Dutt were both part of the first six-way mayhem at the Last Stand, the one that put this match on the map and made it perhaps the hottest new match in wrestling right now. As we have some back-and-forth action, both men landing on their feet. Jack Evans trying to monkey flip. Sanjay Dutt lands on his feet. A backdrop attempt. Jack Evans lands on their feet. No one getting the advantage. Now there's a whip into the ropes. Up and over goes Sanjay. He catches Jack. Finally gets him off his feet. Jack Evans rolls through.
The action here is incredible here as we're opening up here in Elizabeth with another Hurricane Rana there by Jack.
What a star-studded match this is between 6 of the most exciting athletes on the planet today. As there's Jack trying to Huna Karana take over, but Sanjay blocks it. Sanjay now taking Jack Evans up. Plants him face first.
Wow, what a nice maneuver right there. And what an evolution Sanjay Dutt has made in professional wrestling over the last year. He's making a really good name for himself. And speaking of Jack Evans, the last time we were in this building was his ROH debut in the scramble cage. And what a way to make a debut. This guy is just death-defying, Chris.
No one will ever forget that double moonsault off the top of the cage.
And look at here, we have Jack against Teddy right here, partners here. Are they going to hook it up here, Chris?
Teddy Hart, he's controversial, but you cannot deny his talent. And look,
it's red, it's red.
The amazing Red entering an ROH ring for the first time since Death Before Dishonor in this very building, but it was 7 months ago, July 17th, and now look at this. He is face-to-face with Teddy Hart.
And look at the fans. What a reception Red is getting here in his return. And I'll tell you what, Red's not going to take any of the BS from Teddy Hart, Chris.
How do you think Red's knee is? Red, of course, out with knee surgery.
And we're going to find out, and we're going to find out real close because he's what a way to test it in a match like this. He's not shying away from the competition by some tune-up matches. He's getting in there hot and heavy right off the bat, and you got to respect the amazing Red for that.
I respect Red for that comeback trail that he was on. I mean, it's not easy to come back from a knee injury like that, but I'm really questioning whether that knee is 100% or not. I guess we'll get the answer soon. You know that Teddy Hart won't hesitate to test it.
Absolutely not. And look, we got a strong lock up here as Red has Teddy back against the ropes. And what attitude by this guy. Just look at his face. Look at his demeanor. I mean, like,
I got to admit, I don't like Teddy Hart. I'm not a Teddy Hart fan, but I'm not going to deny his charisma. I'm not going to deny his poise, and I'm not going to deny his athletic ability. This guy can be a true superstar. He's just completely insane.
He's a unique individual. He is a tremendous athlete in the ring. He's definitely, I mean, I can't put my finger on it, but he is definitely one hell of a talent, but some things I think he might have to work on.
Amazing Red. Last time we saw him in an ROH ring, he was one half of the tag team champions along with AJ Styles. They, of course, were stripped of the titles when Red suffered that knee injury, but what a series of matches they had against the Briscoes last year. Remember that?
Yeah, we could have that hooking up right here as Mark if he gets in there with Red. But speaking of Teddy Hart, I don't even think the fans know how to react about Teddy Hart. He was getting a 50-50 coming to the ring. People cheering for him, people hating him. People have so much feeling towards this guy, and he was out there going, if you cheer for me, I'll die for you. What is this guy about? I just don't know.
Well, right now he's about getting dumped on his head from that big German suplex from the Amazing Red.
It'll be interesting to see if Red changes up his game a little bit. Maybe, I don't know if he'll be able to high fly as much as he used to be with that injury that he had last year. Let's see how Red comes out here.
Well, both men not being intimidated by the other, and Jimmy Rave and Sanjay Dutt sensing an opportunity here. They just come in.
No tags.
Control being lost already. And there's a Hurricanrana by Rave. And now we're back to Sanjay and Jimmy Rave in the ring. Jimmy Rave grabbing Sanjay Dutt. Dutt now circling around, trying to get momentum in his favor, and he does. Jimmy Rave goes flying out of the ring, and we could see the first dive. No, a baseball slide attempt. Rave avoids it. Yeah! What an ovation by Sanjay Dutt. Uh-oh, here comes Jack Evans. This is what time will do.
Oh!
Sanjay Dutt blocks the dive.
What a baseball slide 718 type maneuver there by Sanjay Dutt. As Jimmy Rave took a hellacious bump on the floor right there, and here comes Sanjay!
Oh!
Look out below, my goodness!
That was almost a crash and burn. Sanjay, though, saving himself in midair, turning into an effective dive.
What a dangerous maneuver there by Sanjay, and here comes Mark scaling to the top! Shooting star press to the floor as the fans are rising to their feet here in the Rexplex.
1,800 strong, the biggest crowd to ever see an ROH event.
And here comes Teddy. What's he going to come up with, Chris? Incredible sky twister press to the floor. And these guys are taking a beating already. And that leaves the spectacular Jack Evans in the ring. We saw him in Baltimore last time, Chris.
I can't wait.
You know, what the hell you call that?
I call it absolutely incredible. Jack Evans easily one of the most exciting newcomers here that I've ever seen in a professional wrestling business. And let's see how the knee is. Red looks like he wants to go airborne for the first time in 7 months. Jimmy Rave tripping, breaking it up much to the dismay of this crowd.
And Jimmy Rave might have turned into the biggest heel in the locker room doing that, denying the fans of Red's high spot, but what a knee right there.
It's a shining wizard and Red might be out. And here comes Sanjay Dutt. Red rolling out of the ring very smartly. And there's that cross arm breaker.
We could get a submission, Chris.
And he's got the cross face too. This could be a tap. What the hell was that?
A little ineffective right there.
Teddy Hart is insane.
And look what he's putting him in, Chris.
He's got the heart and the sharpshooter. Jack Evans making a save with a devastating spin kick.
And Jimmy Rave was the biggest heel turned into the biggest baby face with a maneuver like that. Unbelievable, Chris.
Teddy Hart having some issues with his gear, I guess, not able to follow up right away.
Well, did you see the gear he's wearing?
I heard he makes that stuff himself.
It could be at the turn. Look how big it is. It looks heavy.
And what are they setting up here? We got some double team work from these guys.
Oh my God!
A shooting star into a flying
Guess you're right.
1 minute they might be helping you, the next minute you got to watch out for him. Here comes Sanjay. Beautiful Hurakarana.
Sanjay's done more Huracananas than you say dangerous in a Samoa Joe match. It's like 10.
And now, hold on, he's got Jack Evans. No, Evans up and over. Evans with a kick to the gut. Scoops him up. Sits down right on the top of the head.
And Sanjay laying in a prone position.
Oh man, Jack's going to the top. This is going to be good. It's always good. What's he going to do? What's he going to come up with?
Oh my God, Lovey.
A 630 by Jack Evans. Sanjay Dutt has to be taken out.
Did you see the impact he connected with?
Sanjay Dutt rolled out of the ring by Mark Briscoe, the half of the tag team champion, now taking it strong style to Jack Evans. Hold on, he's got him up. It's that cutthroat suplex. Oh, right on the head. Dangerous!
And that's got to be it, Chris. Oh, but Red breaks it.
And Jack Evans is going to be a non-factor.
It's going to be a non-factor for a month. And Red drops down Mark. No, only a 2 count.
I thought that could have been it. What's Red going to come up with next? No, here's Sanjay again. Sanjay spiked with the Death Valley driver. And it could be. Yes, Red Star press. Cover.
And that's it. The Amazing Red is victorious in his return to Ring of Honor.
What a return for the Amazing Red. And what a new style of match we have with 6-man mayhem.
You guys ready to cut this promo?
I thought you'd just give us a countdown. We're ready. Not without a little bit of direction, you're not ready to cut this promo. Okay, no goofing off, okay? No crazy Ace, no silly Colt Cabana. Okay, you guys did a great job in Ohio. We did exactly what we came to do. We took care of the prophecy, okay? Tonight, there's no shenanigans, no tomfoolery, no hijinks, okay? And your talk show. I don't even want to hear about...
Don't worry about the talk show. There is no talk show tonight. I am on the same page as you. Ace is on the same page as you.
Ace is always on the same page. It's you I gotta worry about.
Listen, I am canceling the talk show because tonight I am down with the cause. I am reading what you are writing. The prophecy, brother.
Exactly.
I understand.
Okay, so tonight, tonight, bring it. Okay,
it's all
be
business.
serious.
It's
be
all
serious.
business.
Because prophecy tonight for the #1 contendership to the Ring of Honor tag team titles, Ace and Colt Cabana are going to do exactly what we did in Ohio. We're going to crush you. We're going to make sure there is no prophecy after tonight. And me, I'm going to bring the first belt to the Saints. Pure wrestling title. AJ Styles, I'm not one to complain, but I was robbed in Boston, and I'm coming for that belt. And after I get that belt, when we get the #1 contender shot, and in Chicago, we get more gold, we're going to run Ring of Honor. Just like we ran Chris Daniels out of Ring of Honor. After tonight, no more prophecy. Second City Saints are going to be standing on top.
Fallen Angel fell.
Now check this out. I got to go. Ricky Steamboat wants to talk to me. How cool is that?
Good for you, man.
Check that out. I know.
Our drag,
I know.
would you? It's by the Second City Saints rule. You want to cut the promo now, or should we do it later?
Let me do a woo before we start.
I'm the guy around here who seeks out those scoops. And there's a mystery right now that I'm determined to solve. There's one Ring of Honor star that's missing. And there's one guy, only one guy, who possibly can give us the answer as to where he is and why. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, Julius Smoke, affectionately known as G-Train. You know, over the last couple of shows, I've been trying to find out from you the whereabouts of your very close friend, and I don't know whether you and I can communicate. I don't know what the problem is, but these folks are used to Gary Michael Capetta getting the scoop. And tonight, I bring you out here in front of a live Ring of Honor crowd. They're all riled up, and they want to know, where is Homicide? He's missing. The last time I saw him, he looked a little despondent. And if there's anyone that knows, it's you, J-Train. Come on, J-Train. Dre Fessa, tell us, where's Homicide?
Hey yo, this is what the dealio is. Homicide sent me here to send a personal message, a challenge to your world heavyweight champion, Samoa Joe. Yo, fat ass! Oh yeah, Sloppy Joe! We talking to your monkey ass right now! We destroy you in Empire State Showdown, upstate New York! We will get your ass like a G-string and gerbil! Your ass is too short to block for die! And we gonna pull your pants down and get your finger off spanking! Fat ass! So anytime you wanna dance with the devil and the 187 homicide, come get some. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You see Papa, got a brand new bag. He's a bad man. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, then, I think I'm going to translation of this transcript and figure out, what, did you answer my question? Did you answer my question? Where is Homicide? Do we... What?
I want to ask you a question. Homicide is chilling right now. Very young and serenading. He sent me here to send a message, a challenge out to fat ass Samoa Joe, like I said, your world heavyweight champion. If you want some, come get some. 187 is gonna stomp you out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, everybody, you heard it from G-Train. Anything can happen in Ring of Honor, and I can't wait to see these two guys in the ring one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Julius Sloan, G-Train.
Samoa Joe, don't be scared. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You coming for your fat ass. Hell yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
All right, you heard it. Ladies and gentlemen, Julius Sloan, G-Train.
All right, listen up, you two guys. I wanted to bring both of you here in front of the camera so that both of you are clear on the rules tonight for this pure wrestling match in the Ring of Honor. CM Punk, are you clear on the rules?
You know what? I think the question is, are you clear on the rules? Because I can't find a single referee around here who is. Okay, I got robbed last time in Boston, and I'm not one to complain, okay? But I did not lose a rope break in the first minute of the match. You pinned me with the Styles Clash while my foot was on the ropes. Are you aware of that? Somebody get you the tape? Yeah, I know the.
You know the rules. I know the rules. I'm clear on the rules. AJ, are you clear on the rules?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. You know something. This is going to be a very historic moment because for tonight, this is going to be the first time that this match is going to be defended. And I just wanted to make sure that both of you know the rules. It'll bring a lot of technicality in it, and bring some great athletic ability. Guys like Ric Flair, guys like Bret Hart, guys that brought this business to the level that it is today. I just wanted to make sure that both of you are clear on the rules, and let's shake hands, and let's have a good wrestling here match tonight.
See you out there, champ.
It's never gonna change.
have a bonus attraction match for you right now. There you see the all-around best Xavier wearing the black tights. He is now a member of Prince Nana's embassy, and he is against Slick Wagner Brown with the beautiful April Hunter and bodacious April Hunter in his corner.
You could say that again. This is going to be a unique matchup between these two guys right here. Both guys trying to make a name for themselves. Xavier trying to get back on that comeback trail here in ROH as he's hooking it up now with Prince Nana.
Slick actually asked for this match as a result of what happened on War of the Wire, where basically Xavier punked out Slick Wagner Brown. So we got a little bit of an issue in this one. Not too much of a heated one, but Slick Wagner Brown definitely with something to prove to Xavier.
Probably more of a competitive issue here. It's just these guys are on the form here at Ring of Honor's biggest show probably ever. Definitely want to come out with an impressive victory here.
You know, you're right about that, Ray, when you mentioned that this is Ring of Honor's biggest show ever. You're dealing with 1,800 people here right outside of New York City. And you know what? The whole world is watching this one. I think this is like a big wrestling weekend. There's some other show going on like 20 minutes from here at Madison Square Garden tomorrow night.
Something like that. I don't know. But, you know, this is definitely a lot of people from a lot of states, a lot of countries here to see Ring of Honor.
And Slick goes airborne.
Wow, he goes airborne already in the first minute. These guys are going to pull out all the stops here in the Rexplex.
What show do you think is going to be better, this one or that other one tomorrow night?
Why even have to answer that?
Well, I tell you what, you're going to see some unbelievable stuff here tonight. Scramble cage, world title steel cage match. The Prophecy Saints feud continues. Pure wrestling title match. I can't wait.
We have Ricky Steamboat in the house tonight. And Ricky Steamboat's not going to be in the Garden. Ricky Steamboat's here in the Rexplex.
Same with Dusty Rhodes. I heard that he didn't want to be part of some Hall of Fame thing. He'd rather be right here tonight in Ring of Honor. As there's Xavier sliding out. Slick trying maybe going airborne again. No. He gets caught. And there's a big knee by the all-around best, the former ROH champion. And hey, it was a year ago that Xavier lost that title. Exactly a year ago.
A year ago, that's right. Wow, what a knee there by Xavier. But Xavier trying to get back on that comeback trail here. Dump the Prophecy. He's now hooking up with Nana. I can't even believe it. Xavier's shaking hands now. He's definitely want to change things. He knows he has to change things if he wants to get back in that title picture, Chris.
Well, Prince Nana is looking to make an impact with the embassy. He went out and signed Xavier as the first member, and I've been hearing rumors that Prince Nana is going to be looking at others to the embassy. That'll definitely be something to keep an eye on.
Absolutely something to keep an eye on here. It seems like so many things are changing, so many issues are developing. Ring of Honor, it's definitely a place to be and a thing to watch.
And you know what, Xavier, you know he's tasted that gold before. He wants that title back around his waist. I mean, now it's an impressive 6-month title reign he put together, defeating the likes of Paul London, AJ Styles, and even Low-Key to win that title. Very impressive by Xavier, but he has not been able to get that glory back again. Perhaps Prince Nana can lead him that way. But I'll tell you what, that was a great night, a great memory when Samoa Joe choked out Xavier and finally ended that title reign. Seemed like just yesterday, doesn't it?
It does. It was a fantastic victory there for Joe. It's great for Ring of Honor. Samoa Joe has been a fighting champion. He's changed that belt into a world title. It's definitely a positive when you have people like that defend your title.
Actually, the opposite of the way Xavier was as champion. Samoa Joe's done everything to build that belt's prestige. Xavier, as a member of the Prophecy, did everything he could to protect that title, and he did, and he got some big victories. But now he's looking to climb up the ladder. Slick's looking to make a name at his expense. Nice right there. Slick now scooping him up. What's he gonna do? Plants him on the mat.
Nice maneuver there by Slick. Go for the cover. No, only a 2 count by Paul Turner. As we have Slick and Xavier in the ring. Here comes Slick up and over. Didn't connect. Goes Xavier with a super kick. Slick. Nice kick there by Xavier.
Slick Wagner Brown might be knocked out from that. We got a cover. Paul Turner, just a 2 count. All it takes is 3 seconds.
Xavier needed to hook the leg on that one. Xavier now with the forearm. Xavier kind of changing up his offense in this, going for more of a striking, more strong style than a high-flying, high-impact, even though that was a nice drop kick right there.
Xavier can do it all. He was champion for a reason. He can fly, he can strike, he can out-wrestle you. And right now he's delivering a big knee to the mush of Slick Wagner Brown.
And Slick's definitely in some trouble here. Go for the cover. Still not enough.
Do you have any idea who maybe Prince Nana has in mind to join the embassy? Have you heard any rumors or anything, Ray?
No, I haven't heard anything, but it's definitely something to keep an eye out for.
And something to keep an eye out for is that submission Xavier is trying to get on Slick Wagner Brown. Slick doing the best he can to fight out of it. I heard Xavier is trying to get some new submissions going, and now he's going for a quick win. No, Slick rolls out of it. And Slick going for that horse collar. And look at that, he's also wrapping the legs around the face of Xavier.
Now, this is something new out of the page of Slick Wagner Brown here, Chris.
Very nicely done. Xavier needs to get to the ropes. He is reaching, he is trying, he is struggling. Can he get there?
Slick called for a tap. I don't know if Xavier will tap. Remember when he lost that title, he was pretty much knocked out. He wouldn't even tap on Joe's choke.
And Xavier reaches the ropes.
He's definitely a double tough individual. You have to be if you're going to be a champion in Ring of Honor, though.
I mean, look at the names he defeated. Low-Key, Paul London, AJ Styles, Jay Briscoe. Who can say that they've defeated men like that?
You don't do that by accident, Chris. You definitely have something going for yourself with victories like that. And let's see if you can follow it up here.
I'll tell you what, Slick Wagner Brown definitely giving him a run for the money. Xavier has been unable to get any kind of an advantage in this match, or a lengthy advantage. And there's a big chop to the back. Slick Wagner Brown, he has all the athletic tools. Can he just put things together and start gaining some victories? No, he tried to plant Xavier face first. Xavier going for kiss your ex goodbye. No, up and over goes Slick.
Nice block by Slick. See who's going to come out here with their move.
Both men try, both men struggling in this back and forth contest. And there's a nice dragon suplex into a crucifix pinning combination. No, not enough.
Here goes Xavier, following up. What's he going for? Camel clutch?
He's got a submission on him. Slick struggling. It's like a full Nelson Camel clutch type move. Look at the pain on Slick Wagner Brown's face. He is immobile right now. He is unable to move. You hear the crowd.
He taps, I think. Is he tapping?
Yes, he just gave up. Paul Turner called for the bell. What a victory for the all-around best.
Wow, what a victory.
And we've just seen the beginning of the embassy. Pure wrestling contest on our hands right now. Jerry Lynn in the red, Nigel McGuinness, and well, there you see the British flag on his trunks. A first time ever match right here, and ramifications for the Pure Wrestling title in this one.
And I definitely like the addition of Nigel McGuinness to the Ring of Honor roster, kind of similar to Doug Williams. You gotta love that European English type of wrestling. It's definitely fun to watch.
It'll be interesting to see how Jerry Lynn, a former ECW World Champion, counters that style of wrestling. He is no stranger to it. Jerry Lynn well versed in every style of wrestling. And can you imagine if Nigel McGuinness can score an upset here and defeat someone the caliber of Jerry Lynn? That'll put Nigel right into the top 5 rankings and right in the title picture in a hurry.
You got that right. And I think Jerry Lynn, you know, this Jerry Lynn is adept in the English style. He's definitely one of the top stars, top foreign stars for the FWA promotion in England. So he is used to this kind of style. And it's definitely, this is the kind of matchups I like to see, these singles contests where everything's on the line and these guys are just scrapping to get up in the top 5 rank, even if they can get up there. But this victory here would definitely put their name on the map.
Well, you say that Jerry Lynn's adept at the European style. I mean, just face it, Ray. He's great at every style of wrestling. What can't he do in that ring?
He is the new effing show, like it used to be called in ECW, and he knows all kinds of styles. And I'm glad that he has returned here to Ring of Honor.
And he has returned because he is interested in that pure wrestling title. That is what has attracted him back here to ROH, and he needs a victory here to get back into the title picture. Nigel McGuinness, as there you see a nice standoff between the two of them. Nigel McGuinness, he has looked impressive in his Ring of Honor matches so far, but he has yet to maybe have that big high-profile match. And he has a few victories here, but it's yet to be against a top Ring of Honor competitor. So he can immediately get himself on the map with a good showing here, because I really believe that Nigel McGuinness is the future of ROH, and this guy is going to be a superstar one day, and a victory against Jerry Lynn will definitely propel you into that superstar status.
As we see Nigel in control here, the chin lock.
And look at that! Bending the back of Jerry Lynn, very painful maneuver. Nigel McGuinness knows so many holds and counter holds.
Jerry Lynn's got to go for a break quick.
Yeah, he's got a nice rolls through, and now he's stretching the shoulders, trying to rip them out of the joints of Nigel McGuinness. Beautifully done by Jerry Lynn. We're almost seeing like a chess match here right now.
It's like a wrestling clinic in the first 2 matches, 2 minutes here. These are moves I've never seen before.
And look at Nigel using his height to kick Lynn off. And yes, we have another standoff. Very impressive by Nigel McGuinness.
Very nicely executed. Uniquely done there by the Englishman, Nigel McGuinness. I don't think I've ever seen an escape like that.
And you know one thing I like to see? You're not hearing the crowd making a lot of noise now, but when you saw that hard camera shot, you saw everybody's faces were glued on that ring. No one was talking amongst each other or looking at this or that. They are glued to this chess match that they're witnessing right now. And it might not be the loudest crowd reaction, but it is still a great kind of crowd reaction and the kind of crowd atmosphere that you get here at Ring of Honor.
It's a respectful crowd. That's what you gotta like. I think that's what a lot of these wrestlers enjoy coming to ROH for, is because of the crowd, because they like to wrestle in front of a crowd like this. You're not going to get all that other stuff that other companies, the crowd chants at and everything. This is definitely the place to show your stuff.
Right now, Jerry Lynn gets out of that Cobra clutch hold by Nigel McGuinness, slaps on a headlock. Both men still in the feeling out process in the early going of this one. Of course, this is a first time ever matchup. Neither man familiar with the other. So right now, they're kind of trying to get an idea of what the strength and weaknesses are, what they can get away with, what they can't get away with, and that's what we're seeing in the early goings of this one, as there's a nice shoulder block by Jerry Lynn.
Jerry Lynn up and over.
Turns into a monkey flip, but Nigel McGuinness, too tall, uses the ropes to land on his feet. Up and over goes Jerry Lynn again. Lynn running in, but he gets met by a boot to the mush.
A big boot there, and what's Nigel going for? Tornado DDT, but blocked by Jerry. And he comes off with a nice lariat.
What great back and forth action, and we got a cover. Ref Todd Sinclair with just a 2 count. And look at Jerry Lynn. He saw the arm up in the air on the kick out, took immediate advantage of that to grab it into an arm bar. Listen to that crowd showing their appreciation for this kind of action.
Jerry Lynn, let's see what he can follow up here with.
And I have to say, I am very impressed with Nigel McGuinness in the early going of this one. He is showing he definitely belongs in the ring with a man of the history and caliber of Jerry Lynn.
Absolutely. Nigel, he's not... Well, what's he going for here? Oh, nicely done. What a way to use the ropes.
Oh, and into a back elbow right on the chin.
A combination of moves there, and a European uppercut from the man from Europe.
Come on!
Nigel McGuinness. I mean, it's obvious this guy knows a counter hold for just about every hold there is. Very similar to Doug Williams. I'd love to see Nigel McGuinness against Doug Williams sometime.
What a fantastic matchup that would be.
You know who I heard been paying attention to Ring of Honor lately?
Who's that?
Dave Taylor, believe it or not.
Dave Taylor?
I wouldn't mind seeing him in Ring of Honor.
He would definitely be an added addition to that pure wrestling division, I'll tell you that, Chris.
And he brings that European style, just like Nigel and just like Doug Williams. We could see quite a rivalry there. Up and over goes Nigel McGuinness, and there's a back elbow by Jerry Lynn.
Simple but effective, goes for a 2 count.
And I think that the way this one is going, we're looking at a long match here. Both men slowly wearing down the other. Neither man with a big advantage so far, but it's obvious that no one's going to roll over in this match and let the other guy get the victory. And now Jerry Lynn following Nigel Lynn, grabs him by the ankle, pulls him down. What's What's Jerry Lynn going for now? Nigel, no, going for the shoulder block, and you don't try that against Jerry Lynn.
And he just leg dropped Nigel's throat to that second rope right there, taking the wind out of him.
Cover.
Only a 2 count.
Not quite enough. It's going to take more than that to defeat someone like Nigel McGuinness. I mean, don't forget, we saw that man's head rammed into the steel ring post. He was bleeding all over the place. That battle lines are drawn, and he still went on to win that match. This is a very, very tough individual. It's going to take a lot to defeat him and put his shoulders to the mat for 3 seconds. He's not a guy with a glass jaw by any means.
Nigel McGuinness definitely has a lot of heart.
And let's see. Oh, look at that. The head's colliding right there.
And a knocker right there. Nigel McGuinness definitely showing a lot of heart. That's why RF officials, or ROH officials, have brought back Nigel McGuinness here. Let's just see if he can get that one big win that he needs to establish himself as a mainstay here in Ring of Honor.
And now win can definitely come against the likes of Jerry Lynn. Nigel McGuinness now making his way up, Lynn up. And look at this. A nice pinning combination cover. Not quite enough.
He almost had him.
And now he's grabbing the leg again. Lynn kicks him off. And here's a Thez press.
Beautifully done.
Nigel McGuinness going for the quick pinfalls now.
You're right, no wasted opportunity right here. He wants to capitalize on this real quick and get a win. And a nice DDT by Jerry Lynn, a high impact maneuver, but still not enough. Nigel kicks out.
Yeah, but you know that has to get some cobwebs going in the head of Nigel McGuinness right now.
Both guys taking some punishment right here. Let's see who gets up first. It's Jerry Lynn with a nice stomp right to the face of Nigel McGuinness.
One thing you have to note about Nigel McGuinness, he has gained a couple of victories in ROH using those pinning combinations, and that could be the cradle pile driver. That'll definitely win the match. No, and there's another pinning combination. Not quite enough. Nigel McGuinness obviously devising a strategy right now to go for the quick pin using one of those unique European pinning combinations. Will it work against a veteran like Jerry Lynn?
Another strategy is to block that pile driver, because once Jerry Lynn hits that, it's all over.
That cradle pile driver puts them all down. Both men with their eyes on the Pure Wrestling title. Who's going to get into contention? And there's a headbutt right to the abdomen. Very unique and very effective.
What's this?
Nigel rolls through. Turns Lynn over. Another pinning combination. No, just a 2 count again. And there's another pinning combination. Once again, a 2 count by Nigel McGuinness, and he's beginning to look a little bit frustrated, Ray.
He's trying to pin Jerry Lynn in about each way he can think of.
He's come so close, almost within a half a second each time. And now there's Jerry Lynn, inverted DDT. Cover! Well, if Nigel didn't have cobwebs in his head before from that regular DDT, he definitely does after that inverted DDT. Jerry Lynn going for some higher impact moves right now. Both men showing the wear and tear of this match. Jerry Lynn now slowly moving in, calculating his next move. Perhaps a Death Valley driver. No, a TKO attempt. Nigel lands on his feet and connects with the clothesline. Lynn's down. Here's another cover.
Oh, but still not enough.
I think he was trying to surprise Jerry Lynn with a quick pin right there, but it didn't quite work. Nigel McGuinness, though, definitely has Lynn in some trouble. Let's see if he can follow up.
I believe on that last pinning combination, though, that Nigel McGuinness didn't have his full body weight, though, over the body of Jerry Lynn. That could have been a slight mistake. And what's he going for, a pile driver of his own?
No, Jerry Lynn has him up. Novocaine drops him on the head one more time. Cover. And I think the crowd here in Elizabeth, New Jersey thought that was it. Yeah. Nigel McGuinness, what heart, what courage, what effort to kick out. But he definitely has to have some cobwebs, as Jerry Lynn has now landed 3 high-impact moves on Nigel McGuinness's skull.
Nigel's surprising the fans by kicking out of that.
Pin!
Wow, he almost stuck one in again, Chris.
Not quite enough. Nigel McGuinness, how many of these pinning combinations does he have to use? Jerry Lynn, though, getting aggressive with that forearm to the back. Lynn now whipping Nigel in, a reversal by Nigel. Nigel, no. Oh, Lynn faked him out on that leapfrog.
There it is.
Lynn faked him out, and he's got him hooked. Oh. Fatal power driver on the head. Another big impact move on the head.
And that is definitely it. Jerry Lynn is victorious.
What a victory for Jerry Lynn, when you have to be impressed with the effort of Nigel McGuinness.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, while they're fixing the ring, I want to remind you that available for the first time anywhere this evening at the merchandise stand of the newest Ring of Honor videotape releases. The conclusion from November 28th in Connecticut, featuring the final match in the feud between Raven and CM Punk. Battle lines are drawn from January 10th in Ohio, and the last stand on January.
Shut up and show us some respect.
we're about to determine the #1 Contenders Trophy holder here in Ring of Honor. We have Matt Striker in the green, John Walters in the red. The winner of this match will get to choose now whether he wants to go for the world title, the pure title, and he will receive that title shot on ROH's historic double shot weekend in the Midwest, with debuts in St. Paul on April 23rd and Chicago on April 24th.
And the #1 Contenders Trophy, definitely one more added thing to that right there. You gotta love that. You can choose what title you want to go for. You gotta love that.
As we have Striker and Walters struggling on the mat, they're no strangers to each other. They had a great match at Beating the Odds, one that Striker won when John Walters' leg gave out, basically, since Walters had suffered a lot of damage to the leg during that match. So this is a rematch of that Beating of the Odds match, and you know John Walters definitely wants to even more.
You know that added stipulation there for the #1 Contenders Trophy, that can almost be an advantage for the person holding that, because, you know, who says, you know, tonight we have Jay Briscoe in the ring with Samoa Joe, and then we have AJ Styles in the ring with CM Punk. You know, the person who won that can pick who they think they have a better advantage of beating. It's definitely something to the advantage of the person holding that trophy.
It adds a whole nother dimension to the #1 Contenders Trophy. As right now, John Walters working on the arm. And I got a comment, what about the Donna Marcos We're Not Gonna Take It tour 2004, continuing right here in Elizabeth, New Jersey against The Solution.
That's right, those two are rocking the 1,800 people here in the Rexplex. They're not gonna take it anymore. Pretty interesting.
Got to admire The Solution, though, trying to make an opportunity for themselves. They did look impressive on Do or Die 2, which was held this afternoon right here in the Rexplex. That home release available through ROHWrestling.com. A lot of the top upcoming talent around the country coming in for that one.
That was definitely a fun show to watch. You're seeing the future stars of Ring of Honor as we see Striker up and over, a leapfrog there by Walters. Nice arm drag.
Want to talk about Ricky Steamboat on the show? What about that Ricky Steamboat-like arm drag right there?
Beautifully done right there. I would think if Matt Striker was to win this match to win the #1 Contenders Trophy, I would think he would probably go for a pure wrestling match. Wouldn't you agree with me, maybe?
Well, I mean, the world title right now, it's the prestigious title, the pure title. We're trying to build the prestige of that, or AJ Styles is. So it's going to be very interesting. Matt Striker's definitely not going to have an easy decision on his hands if he wins this match. John Walters, on the other hand, I have no idea what's going through his head, which title he would want to go for. So definitely the winner of this one is going to have a tough choice on their hands.
Nice Northern Lights suplex there by Walters. He has made a name for himself in the last 9 months here in Ring of Honor.
That Xavier feud definitely put him over the top, especially that fight without honor at Final Battle 2003. No one will ever forget that one if they saw it.
What a collision that was.
Matt Striker, he's getting another shot at the #1 Contenders Trophy because he won the Field of Honor at Final Battle 2003, and that's one opportunity after another for Matt Striker.
That's right, Matt Striker. You know, even though he didn't win that Pure Wrestling tournament last month in Boston, he definitely made a name for himself. He actually injured AJ Styles in that classic second round match there. He really took it to the champion. So I was thinking maybe if AJ was the champion, maybe Matt Striker would win a rematch.
What an amazing tournament that was at the second anniversary show last month. John Walters, a very frustrating first round match to CM Punk. He lost with a roll-up, a quick pin combination. You know that he wants to get back into the title picture in a hurry, because that loss definitely had to hurt, especially in front of his hometown fans. And there we have a 2 count real quick. You know I got to do it, Ray.
I know, it's time for the Code of Honor.
It's made up of 5 laws of honor. They measure what kind of character you have, what kind of morals you have, what kind of moral fiber you have. They're not so much rules that you're punished if you're broken. They just show, hey, this is the kind of person I am. They are, you must shake hands before and after the match. No outside interference. No sneak attacks. Do not get yourself disqualified. We want pin submissions and knockouts here. And, of course, do not include the ref in your match. Don't attack them and don't cause bodily harm to them.
You know, the main question I really need to ask here is, Chris Lovey, I've known you for a long time. What kind of moral fiber do you have?
I would follow that Code of Honor, except maybe the sneak attacks part.
Okay. You follow the Code of Honor of life, right?
I try my very best.
Me too. I'm a church-going individual, you know that.
I guess, what, does church start at 4 o'clock on Sundays when you wake up?
No, when you go to bed at 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday after 9 o'clock.
All right, we got a #1 contenders trophy match going on here, and these two going at it on the outside right
You
now.
brought it up with the moral fiber, Lovey. Now let's get to the match, damn it. Okay, we have John Walters on the outside as he just got thrown into that rail. Not much moral fiber with Matt Striker doing a maneuver like that. Excuse me.
You know, it's interesting you mention that right now, Ray, because one thing I have to mention about what I've noticed with Matt Striker, have you noticed, too, that he's gotten more and more aggressive with the more that's on the line? It started in the Field of Honor finals. We saw him very aggressive in that match. Almost some questionable tactics there, using the ring post and such. Then in the Field of Honor, the Pure Wrestling title tournament, once again we saw him getting very aggressive with AJ Styles. Once again using questionable tactics, and now he's in no hurry to get this match back in the ring, trying to do damage to John Walters. It seems like the more that's on the line in these matches, the more aggressive that Matt Striker is getting.
And you know what I would attest that to? 2 Boston shows ago when he was in the ring with his good friend BJ Whitmer, and he went to the floor and Whitmer just took advantage of him when Striker was hurt. I think that might have done something to Matt Striker's mentality, to his psyche, because after that he's been a different individual.
You know, you're right about that, Ray. That was War of the Wire. Maybe Matt Striker learning a lesson there and not really caring what the fans think about him anymore. He's still honoring the code of honor because he's a good individual, but at the same time he is definitely getting more aggressive in the ring, as perhaps he knows this is maybe do or die time for him. He started in the opening match here in Ring of Honor. He has climbed the ladder, and now it's time for him to get some titles around his waist. And you hear the crowd dueling chants back and forth for both men.
Well, I'm not going to deny Matt Striker, he still has that fighting spirit. But he is a different individual. And you know, I think that's good for him, though, because he realizes since winning that Field of Honor that he has a lot of opportunity right here, and he's got to take advantage of that opportunity here if he wants to stay in Ring of Honor.
Well, he was in the Pure Wrestling title tournament. This is his second shot at the #1 contenders trophy, so he is definitely getting those opportunities as a result of his Field of Honor victory. And right now he's got John Walters at a definite disadvantage. Walters has to start mounting some offense quick, as you can see the wear and tear on the face of John Walters right now. Matt Striker pulling back on those arms, jagging that knee right into the spine of John Walters, causing pain up and down the spine, pulling at those shoulders, ripping at the tendons. Can Walters get out of the hold? Now Striker using his head in the spine. And there you see Walters struggling to turn it over, and yes, he does. But he gets caught. No, up and over. He's going for the arm, and there's Striker aggressive with those forearms. Walters catches him. Oh, a divorce court.
Does not separate the shoulder. It divorces it, Lovey, and Striker's in a lot of pain.
Both men down. Who is going to get to their feet first? Ref Gary Moore administering the 10 count. The #1 contenders trophy on the line. Ring of Honor is steamrolling into St. Paul and Chicago. Who is going to get a title shot on that double shot weekend? Striker to his feet first, unleashes that forearm, but Walters fighting right back with one. Striker once again, neither man budging, neither man going down. Walters, though, trying to get the advantage, whips Striker in.
Oh, nice back body drop there by Walters. Falls through with a nice drop kick.
We have a cover.
Only a 2 count there. Walters coming very close to victory here. He's got to follow up, though. Striker's at a disadvantage right now.
Walters, of course, he might want to go for that Hurricane DDT, although he's got a pump handle thing right here. No! And now Striker behind. He wants to go for that Striker lock. And, oh, back elbows by Walters, gets out of it. And now what's going on? Both men struggling. German suplex with a release by Matt Striker. Big score by Striker.
It's definitely a momentum changer right there.
Striker, though, a little groggy, a little tired, unable to follow up. Tries a pin. No, not quite enough.
Only a 2 count again.
I cannot wait till we get to St. Paul. I cannot wait until we get Chicago. We are going to make the Midwest a new home, and one of these men could walk out of that weekend either the Pure Wrestling champion or the world champion. Will it be John Walters? Will it be Matt Striker? Both men groggy, both men tired. The fans glued to the action. Who's going to be the #1 Contenders trophy holder?
These guys are fighting back and forth, but Walters now hooks the arm.
Perhaps a backslide. No, Striker struggling out of it.
Oh! And here comes Walters again, but a nice scoop power slam by Striker. This is it. No, not enough.
Now Striker, you have to watch out because he will go to those legs at one point. He will try to get the Striker lock, but don't forget he can also win a match in a hurry with the Death Valley driver. He's pinned men like just incredible with that move.
And this could be it right here.
Yeah, he's got him hooked. If he lands, no, Walter struggles out of the hold. Walter's going for a roll-up, but Striker holds on. Walters now, he's got Striker trying to hook him for something. What could it be? Scoops him up. No. Oh, a modified stunner by Walters. Beautifully done. He's turning Striker over into a submission.
What does he got here, Chris?
It looks like a surfboard. Look at him pulling at the arms. That is definitely ripping at the tendons in the shoulder and stretching the entire torso. The crowd wants a tap from Striker. Oh, and Striker gets his head underneath the bottom rope. Gary Moore, a good call with the break right there.
Nice ring presence there by Striker by using his head to break the hold, not his arm or leg. Guess you had to do that when you're locked up like that.
And what's Walters going for here? Could it be?
A Striker lock!
And he's turning the tables on Matt Striker and hitting him with his own submission move, the Striker lock. The pain is racing through the knees of Matt Striker right now. He needs to get to the ropes. He needs to reverse the hold. And yes, once again, great ring presence by Matt Striker. Instead of going forward to try to get the ropes that were farther away, he knew he was closer to that side, and he immediately was able to get into those ropes before too much damage was done. Hurricane DDT! Hurricane DDT! Oh, Striker out of it. Striker goes to the knee, and this could be it. Turns him around.
And here's his own Striker lock. Walters close to the rope. Can he get there?
This made the super tough Josh Daniels tap immediately last month. Can Walters hold on? Striker has him almost in the middle of the ring, and look, he is pulling Walters into the middle of the ring now. Walters nowhere to go. He is not tapping though. You see the pain on his face. How long can he hold on for though, Ray?
Walters fighting it.
Walters is immobile. He can't get to the ropes. And the pain has to be racing through the body. Look at that. 2 times the hand goes up and down. And that's it.
John Walters passes out from the extreme punishment of Matt Striker and a Striker lock.
I can't believe how much pain John Walters must have been in to pass out. John Walters doesn't just pass out to nothing, just like Josh Daniels doesn't just tap to nothing. That Striker lock has to be devastating. How much pain was John Walters in? It was enough to make him pass out, and that is one tough individual. Matt Striker going on to the double shot. Will he be going for the Pure title, or will it be the World title? We'll have Gary Michael Capetta find out at intermission.
Well, we knew we wouldn't get a handshake from the Prophecy, but these guys are starting off hot and heavy as the Second City Saints and the Prophecy war is continuing.
We have BJ Whitmer and Colt Cabana brawling right there. Colt Cabana saying that the Saints are going to be serious tonight. No talk show, no joking around, no dancing. We're ready for a fight. This is the first time these two teams have met since the battle lines are drawn. That historic, that legendary six-man match of the year brawl. Christopher Daniels, the leader of the Prophecy, taken out. And then one show later, the last stand in Baltimore. Colt Cabana taken out by Whitmer and Moff, suffering a shoulder injury, missing the second anniversary show. But now Cabana's back and he is teaming with Ace Steel, as you see Ace and Dan Moff in the ring right now. And Ref Hansen has lost all control.
And what an incredible six-man match that was 2 months ago. Let's see if they can follow it up here.
Tracy Brooks in the corner of the Saints. Allison Danger in the corner of the Prophecy. Both women are hot, but both women can hook it up if they have to. No doubt about that. Moff a reversal on Ace Steel. Takes Ace up. Ace, though, going for an octopus.
He's got Moff hooked in the middle of the ring.
And here comes BJ Whitmer with an enziguri. And this match is supposed to determine the top contender to the tag titles. I mean, I don't think that these guys are...
I don't think they're worrying about the tag titles in this one.
No, they are worrying about hurting each other. We have a full-fledged war between the Prophecy and the Second City Saints. Christopher Daniels out of Ring of Honor. In fact, the last show, the second anniversary show, was the first Ring of Honor show ever without any Christopher Daniels original content on it. No Christopher Daniels original content on this show. He is out of ROH at the hands of the Second City Saints. Moff and Whitmer without their leader, without the man that put them together as a tag team. How are they going to respond? Can Moff and Whitmer put their differences aside and get along?
And Moff, oh my God!
He almost killed Ace Steel. Did you see Ace Steel's head almost hit that ring post?
What a dangerous maneuver there by Dan Moff.
Oh, that's beyond dangerous. That is scary.
And a nice drop kick right there, followed by a cannonball. And Ace Steel, he could be out. And a big German suplex by Colt Cabana.
Ref Hansen, he never had control in the first place. He is just letting it go, being very relaxed with the rules. He wants the #1 contender to the tag title, so he is letting it go. I got to agree with Hansen's call so far.
Yeah, you gotta there's so much vendetta here. You just gotta let it go, or it'll never get settled. And Colt Cabana has Whitmer up. And Ace comes off with a nice lariat.
Doomsday device by the Saints on the man who took out Lucy. CM Punk, he has to deal with getting the Pure title next against AJ Styles, so he is putting this all in Cabana and Ace Steel's hands as he is right now preparing for his Pure Wrestling title shot against AJ Styles.
And let's see if his fellow Second City Saint members can come through with a victory here. Such an important matchup here in Ring of Honor.
Who's hotter, Tracy Brooks or Allison Danger?
I have no idea. That's a good question there, Chris.
I'd have sex with both of them.
What? Come on, let's get to the match.
As here comes Ace Steel. What are they doing? Circling around. Big drop kick right to the bush of Dan Moff.
Spinning around is almost as ridiculous as your commentary 30 seconds ago. Can we get to the match, please? And here comes Tracy Brooks now. What's she doing in the ring?
What is she doing?
What?
And here comes Allison Danger.
And now we got a cat fight in the middle of the ring.
Ref Hansen, he's got to get some order going on in this one.
This is very uncharacteristic for Ring of Honor. This action's right here.
This is how hot, how intense the Prophecy Second City Saints feud is. It is just about beating the tar out of each other, whether it's the men, whether it's the women. I mean, the injuries have happened, the casualties have happened, and now Colt Cabana tastes a forearm by BJ Whitmer.
A nice leg lariat there by Whitmer. Back and forth, these two teams are going. What do we have here, Chris?
Oh, Cabana's in a bad spot.
Oh,
he's clotheslined and German suplexed by the Prophecy. Moff and Whitmer getting along. They have had their differences in the past. They've had hard-hitting matches against each other in 2003, but now they are acting as a cohesive unit to win this feud against the Saints, to get revenge for Christopher for Daniels.
And Ace Steel took out Whitmer right there, and I'll tell you, that was a maneuver Colt Cabana should think twice about taking, especially after having an injured shoulder. It was that lariat German suplex, just devastating. And it looks like Moff is almost stalking Cabana. Is he going for a burning hammer, Chris?
Both men definitely tired, definitely bruised from this intense fight. Cabana begging off for the shoulder, and Whitmer tastes the steel hard. As now we have Moff and Cabana going at it. These two no strangers to each other. Oh, and so far this one is rivalry in the intensity that we saw. Battle lines are drawn. As there's Moff holding onto the ropes, giving the finger to Cabana. Up and over. Cabana stopping Moff. What's he doing?
Beautiful Asai moonsault to the floor by Colt Cabana.
And that takes out BJ Whitmer.
And that leaves Moff in the ring. What do you think he's going for, Chris?
I think he's about to become airborne. Don't forget Death Before Dishonor when he flew into the front row right here at the Rexplex. We could see a repeat performance. Here it comes.
And Ace Steel cuts him off.
Much to the dismay of this crowd. And what's Ace doing? Ace sliding outside, and he goes right after BJ Whitmer and then spills into the crowd.
Watch out in the Rexplex.
Oh, I thought that this thing had lost control before, but now they are spilling out into this overflow crowd of 1,800 people. Hansen has to get them back up over the guardrail and into the ringside area.
What can these guys actually do that's going to cause a disqualification in this one, Chris? Hansen's letting everything go.
And there's that beautiful tope by Dan Moff. Takes out about the first 5 rows. All 4 men in the crowd now. This isn't a match, it's a fight.
And Ref Hansen out in the crowd.
He might have to ring the bell. I mean, these guys got to get back into the ringside area. We cannot have this brawl going into the crowd in a regular match.
And now we got a chair, Chris.
The code of honor is supposed to apply to this one, but all 4 men not carrying their hatred, just taking ruling supreme as now, yes.
Oh, what a nice chair shot by Whitmer. And now Moff. And Hansen, he just got thrown by Whitmer.
Well, the prophecy don't follow the code of honor, and Whitmer just attacked the referee. We have a fight here in Elizabeth, New Jersey, just outside of New York City.
It's breaking down on Elizabeth, Chris. And the bell's being rung.
I agree with Hansen. All control is lost. These guys haven't cared about winning this match from the beginning of it. All they've cared about is beating the tar out of each other, and that's exactly what they've done, and they continue to brawl. They continue to fight. They don't care about the bell. And the girls are going at it now.
What a vendetta, what an issue we're having here in ROH between the Prophecy and the Second City Saints. The fists are flying, the chairs are flying, the girls are fighting. My God, love it.
We need to do something to control this feud. We need a winner or a loser. We need to do something. It is obvious that no match can contain these guys. What a chair shot on Ace Steel. He is down.
A home run swing there by Dan Moff. And the Prophecy is taking it to the Second City Saints here.
The battle lines are drawn, went to a no contest, and then had that tragic ending for Christopher Daniels and the Prophecy. We have another no contest on our hands right here in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Something needs to be done to settle this feud. It is too out of control. It is too violent. We got to do something. These guys have to stop fighting. We have to break this up. It has to end. It has to stop. And here comes the locker room for the first time in ROH history. The locker room is empty to try to break it up. We have all the talent from the Do or Die show this afternoon in there, trying to break it up. Look how many guys are in the ring and they're not able to separate it. Whitmer fighting with Ace Steel. All this talent's not even able to separate it. We need something to be done. This feud needs to be settled.
I can't believe what I'm seeing here, Chris.
All right, Ray, let's just get out of here. Yeah, we got. Oh, it's still on. It's on. history is about to be made as the Pure Wrestling title is defended for the very first time. The champion AJ Styles in the purple, the challenger CM Punk in the red, and the legendary Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is your special guest referee. He is demanding a handshake between the two men who were in the finals of that legendary tournament last month at the second anniversary show. Controversial ending to that tournament. Was CM Punk ripped off a rope break or two? You guys will have to go back and watch the tape and find out for yourself and figure it out for yourself. Definitely debatable, but now Ricky Steamboat is in, so there will be no debates as we have the rematch, AJ and CM Punk, and we are underway.
And when AJ Styles defeated Punk, Punk's foot was in the rope. That's just part of the rules. That's the way the ball bounces. CM Punk, he's got to live by that.
Well, it is a little debatable whether Punk did use rope breaks earlier in the match or not. And, you know, the rules here in the Pure Wrestling title matches, they are a work in progress. Of course, there are 3 rules in Pure Wrestling title matches that make it different than everything else, and that is no punching to the face. Strikes are permitted, but they must be open-handed or forearms, no closed fists to the face. There is a 20 count on the floor. Of course, normally there's no countouts in ROH. You can't be disqualified if you're out there too long, but there is a definite 20 count on the floor. And of course, the big one, the 3 rope break rule. You can only use the ropes 3 times to break up a pin or a submission. So basically, you can only use the ropes to save yourself 3 times, and after that, the ropes are fair game. They are in play.
It's the way it goes here in Pure Wrestling title matches. And it's something I've been thinking about, and maybe you can help me out on this one. During the Boston match, the Ring of Honor officials had a little trouble with the Pure Wrestling rules. The Ring of Honor is a different entity among itself in pro wrestling. You know, it's a lot different. There's a lot of different rules compared to other wrestling companies. Now, if the Ring of Honor officials didn't quite get the Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling title rules, how is Ricky Steamboat? Do you think he understands? Do you think he grasps the context of what exactly a Pure Wrestling match is?
Without a doubt, Ricky Steamboat is a pure wrestling legend. What pure wrestling means, it's not a definite style. It doesn't mean lots of mat work. It doesn't mean lots of technical wrestling. Pure wrestling means competition at its purest. And when you want to talk about competition at its purest, you got to talk about Ricky Steamboat against Randy Savage. You have to talk about Ricky Steamboat against Ric Flair. And one legendary feud after another that Ricky Steamboat was all involved in. And they were all pure wrestling feuds. Pure wrestling means competition at its purest. And that's what we're seeing right now between AJ Styles and CM Punk.
Well, Ricky Steamboat, he could be the greatest wrestler. He probably maybe was the greatest wrestler ever to step in the confines of a squared circle. But does he understand being the referee? Can he officiate this contest to the best of his ability? I don't know. We're going to find out.
We'll see. The rules of the Pure Wrestling title match is definitely a work in progress. So we will see how it works out right here tonight in the first ever Pure Wrestling title match. And something I got to mention real quick, I got already in my earpiece, is just hold on, a nice nip up by AJ Styles. But we have intermission after this, and at intermission, we will have an interview with Samoa Joe. We'll talk about Julius Smoke's challenge on behalf of Homicide earlier tonight. Homicide still missing in action, but he has sent word to Julius Smokes, and Julius Smokes has made it public in the middle of the ring. Homicide wants a title shot at Samoa Joe, and I guess maybe Homicide, he might deserve one after defeating Samoa Joe at Empire State Showdown. So we'll get the answer to that at intermission, as well as what Matt Striker will do. Will he go for the Pure title, or will he go for the World title?
It's definitely a burning question here in Ring of Honor.
And there you see AJ, though, going into the ropes. Punk with that front face lock. AJ taking him into the ropes. And Punk not releasing the hold, though. But that definitely would count as a rope break. And hold on. Steamboat right on top of it. Great officiating by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Making Punk break the hold, but penalizing AJ Styles a rope break.
You took him to the ropes. That's 1.
Very clear explanation by Ricky Steamboat. I guess that could be answering your question a little bit, Ray.
Yeah.
AJ Styles, what a road he went through to get that title, defeating Jimmy Rave, Matt Striker, and CM Punk all in the same night at the 2nd anniversary show. CM Punk defeating John Walters and Doug Williams before losing to AJ Styles in controversial fashion in the finals. But what about Samoa Joe coming into the ring, obviously confronting AJ Styles after the tournament? Samoa Joe obviously has an issue with this Pure Wrestling title, as he feels the world title is really the only belt that ROH needs. They don't need a Pure Wrestling title, especially after all the prestige that Samoa Joe has brought to the world title.
Yeah, I don't think he has too much aggression towards AJ per se, personally, but I think it's more about that belt around his waist, I believe.
I agree with you there, Ray, 100%. Samoa Joe definitely has issue with the inception of the Pure Wrestling title, and it's kind of ironic that the first Pure Wrestling title defense occurs on the same night that Samoa Joe, he could leave the building tonight as ROH World Champion for 1 full year if he gets past Jay Briscoe in the steel cage.
Now, does AJ want to go for another rope break? I mean, that's interesting. When you're in a submission, do you want to go to the ropes, or do you just want to try to break out a clean?
Definitely you have to come up with a different strategy in these kind of matches. Normally going to the ropes is kind of a shortcut. Oh, nice arm drag right there by AJ. Nice arm drag by CM Punk. Returns the favor, and we have another standoff.
The fans are pushing for this action right here, and I think Ricky Steamboat is as well. Beautifully executed.
Steamboat has to be impressed with those arm drags.
Absolutely.
You think Ricky Steamboat can do any more of those beautiful arm drags that he's so famous for?
I don't know. That was a long time ago, Chris. I don't know if he still can do it.
As now we have a lockup. As I was saying before, though, you definitely have to come in with a new strategy to these Pure Wrestling title matches, because normally you might take the easy way out and go for the ropes, but now you might have to consider saving that rope break and trying to find a reversal or another way out of a hold. Now both men into the ropes right there. This would not count as a rope break. Oh, what a slap by Punk. That is not a rope break because AJ Styles was not in a situation where he could lose the match.
And Steamboat telling the fans here, the 1,800 people here in Elizabeth, that was an open hand and not a closed fist.
That's right. If CM Punk had hit AJ Styles with a closed fist, he would have gotten a warning, and if he did it one more time, he would be penalized a rope break, and if he was out of rope breaks, he just would have been disqualified. And now look at AJ, he's had enough. AJ showing CM Punk he can unleash an open-handed slap or chop himself. Punk runs through that one and connects with a big boot. A big chop and down goes Punk.
Come on!
And tempers are flaring here in the Rexplex.
We have another standoff between the two men, neither getting an advantage so far. And Steamboat getting between them, separating it.
Wisely getting in between that.
Great job officiating by Ricky Steamboat in what is now the third match between AJ Styles and CM Punk in Ring of Honor. The first one, that tradition continues on October 16th. What a classic that was. AJ Styles with the victory. 2nd anniversary show, AJ Styles wins the Pure title, and now we're here. Can CM Punk finally get that elusive win?
And every match just gets better and better, Chris. Such an enjoyable series of matches to watch.
I didn't think anything could top that tradition continues match.
Well, they did last month in Boston. We have a test of strength here.
Look at CM Punk trying to, he was using his head to push AJ Styles down. AJ Styles countering with a headbutt, and now both men just headbutting each other to try to get some leverage here, and neither man giving an inch. Punk now going to the legs. Forearm chop to the face.
Get some leverage. They're going to give each other black eyes doing that kind of stuff, Chris.
Neither man releasing this hold. What intensity we have here.
So much pride on the line as well, these two athletes.
Can AJ Styles build the prestige of that Pure title the same way Samoa Joe did to the world title? And AJ, once again, trying those headbutts. Both men still in this knuckle lock.
And AJ's down on one knee. Punk has the advantage, but no, he pops right up.
It's almost another stalemate. Steamboat might have to break it up again. Neither man releasing their grasp. As both men now struggling. Who's going to get the advantage? CM Punk now kicking it off. Nice European style wrestling by CM Punk. He rolls AJ up now. No. AJ rolls through. No, there's a pinning. No, not enough.
These moves are reminding me of the Nigel McGuinness match.
Oh, Punk knew that dropkick was coming. AJ knew the Shining Wizard was coming. that CM Punk could not avoid that drop kick.
What a vertical leap there by AJ Styles.
What an absolutely tremendous athlete AJ Styles is. He does everything with such force, such impact. That's why he's one of the best in the world today. That's why he's the pure wrestling champion. AJ now drops a big knee to the head of CM Punk. And you have to admire AJ Styles for all he overcame in that Pure Wrestling title tournament. His knee was basically shredded, in terrible shape entering those finals, and he still managed to pull out the victory, however controversial it might be. AJ Styles, though, now getting the first advantage in this match, or lengthy advantage, I should say. Punk trying to reverse it, but AJ catches him. Ooh. Oh, AJ misses that spinning lariat. That knocked out Jimmy Rave last month. Whoa!
What was that?
Punk drop kicking AJ off the canvas. AJ hitting the floor in the steel hard.
And that was a big mistake there by AJ Styles. Let's see if Punk can capitalize on it.
And there's that 20 count. Steamboat administering it. CM Punk now going to the floor trying to do damage to AJ Styles. That breaks up the count.
This is a pure wrestling matchup here, Punk. Get it in the ring.
Steamboat demanding that it gets back into the ring. Punk now slides in. Breaks up the count one more time.
Looks like he's taking advantage of these rules a little bit, as Punk.
And AJ now whipped in. He jumps that guardrail. Here comes Punk. No, he gets caught with a super kick. Punk maybe trying to fly over that guardrail just like he did in Boston at the second anniversary show. AJ knew it was coming. Steamboat goes to the outside to check on both men before he starts the count again.
And CM Punk, he got caught right there as he is down on the floor here.
Steamboat telling him to get back into the ring. He wants to see it settled in the ring, not with a count out. He's being liberal with that count out right now, but he is administering it. And there's a kick. And what about what we saw earlier when Steamboat was trying to explain the rules for this match? CM Punk disrespecting the legend. Seems to be a trend with CM Punk after what we saw with Terry Funk at Glory by Honor 2, where CM Punk basically tried to cripple him. He didn't care about beating Terry Funk, he just cared about ending his career. That is disrespect to a legend.
There's no respect for any individuals, especially here in Ring of Honor, I'll tell you that. Look what he did to Daniels 2 months ago. He took him out.
That's right, we have yet to see Chris Daniels again. As there's Punk catching AJ with a knee.
What?
Beautiful neck breaker utilizing the bottom, or excuse me, the middle rope right there. Innovative move by CM Punk. Innovative and very effective.
What a fantastic maneuver there by CM Punk. Where did he come up with that one?
Punk trying to shake out that arm, trying to get the numbness out of it, trying to get the blood flowing in that arm. AJ, though, at a disadvantage, and now Punk is wrenching the neck and kicking the back of the neck.
Goes for a cover. You know, say what you want about CM Punk, about how he disrespects the legends and all that, but boy, is he an accomplished wrestler.
He has risen to stardom here in ROH, as you just saw him join with Ricky Steamboat. Punk now focusing his attack on the neck, wrenching the neck, then ramming AJ Styles into, basically there's just a knob of steel behind that pad, and he just rammed AJ right into it. Punk now going for a camel clutch, and look at this. I know Punk, he had to position him close to the ropes on purpose, so maybe he could get AJ to use his second rope break.
He's gonna take your neck off.
And you heard Steamboat telling AJ's gonna take the neck off, and look at AJ being wrenched back. AJ looking at the ropes, choosing not to go to the ropes, choosing to save the rope break, and look at him sliding out of the hold. There's that new strategy that we were talking about before. And now a Buddha lock by AJ.
And Punk's in a similar situation. Is he going to go for the ropes, Chris?
Punk might not have any choice. AJ knew he could slide his way out of the hold. Did that. It might have been a little more difficult to do than grabbing the ropes, but AJ saved the rope break. Punk now in a very bad spot. He's reaching for the ropes. He is desperate to get to the ropes. We might even see a tap here.
Grab the rope. It's better than tapping out.
I don't think Punk can get there. Yes, he just does. AJ demanding the break.
What number is that for Punk?
Excuse me, Steamboat demanding the break. That is Punk's first rope break.
We 1-1 here?
Both men have used one rope break. The crowd enjoying it, getting into the new rules, the new strategy of Pure Wrestling title matches. Pure Wrestling is competition at its purest. Whip in. Oh, AJ gets met with a boot to the face. Punk now scooping him up.
Picks him up. He's letting AJ think about it.
He's letting the blood rush to AJ's head. Crowd counting along. And Punk finally plants him as the crowd counted to almost 20. But AJ's up.
Oh!
Punk cannot rest.
What velocity on that German suplex right there.
A desperation move by AJ Styles, and it worked. But Punk comes right back. Tries a back fist blocked by AJ. Punk blocks an enziguri. Oh, it goes to the back of the neck one more time.
I tell you, a distinct advantage for these guys is when you wrestle each other more than once, you definitely know a lot of the maneuvers. You had a block, you know what's coming up next.
Both men definitely getting a feel for each other. The crowd here in Elizabeth, New Jersey, 1,800 fans strong. They wanted to be in Ring of Honor tonight, and they are showing their appreciation for these two giving it their all in the ring for the Pure Wrestling title. And you know, every time I mention that Pure Wrestling title, that just gets to Samoa Joe. He hates to hear about it.
You're right about that.
Holds on to the ropes.
He's got him in a Boston Crab.
He used this very effectively at the second anniversary show. Ricky Steamboat right on top of it to see if AJ Styles wants to give.
You know, you were saying that whole thing about the Pure Wrestling title, how that eats up Samoa Joe. You know, two things. Maybe you shouldn't be concerned about that. You should be more concerned about a steel cage match tonight as AJ goes for the ropes, breaks it up, but that's number 2. Well, what is Samoa Joe actually going to do about that, though? That's what I want to know.
Well, he got in AJ Styles' face at the Pure Wrestling title tournament.
But is it just going to remain? Is it going to stay at that?
I don't know. I think that Samoa Joe's issue isn't really with AJ Styles. It is with that Pure Wrestling title. So we'll have to see. But, you know, you said it before. Samoa Joe better be worried about Jay Briscoe. And you know one thing? We're witnessing a great match right here. Samoa Joe doesn't want to have the world title match be the second best match of the night next to the Pure Wrestling title match. Definitely both men are going to be driven. Both champions are going to be driven to try to one-up each other in this whole situation.
Just this one belt, just this Pure Wrestling belt in Ring of Honor has just changed the scope of the entire show, which you gotta love.
And there's Welcome to Chicago, a backbreaker by CM Punk.
Well, if that's the way Chicago is, I don't want to go after that.
Oh, you'll be there next month.
Is it going to hurt my back like that?
I don't know, but CM Punk, you know, him and the Second City Saints are looking forward to going to Chicago, and CM Punk would love nothing more than to enter the Frontier Fieldhouse in Chicago Ridge, Illinois on April the 24th as the Pure Wrestling Champion. Punk now going to the lower back, at first focusing on the knee, now after that crab, he is going to the lower back. And another big shot.
AJ just standing there, almost prone.
This kind of reminds me of those. Oh, look at that moonsault right there into a kick to the head of CM Punk. Both men down. I was about to say that just reminded me of those old Ricky Steamboat, Rick Rude classics. You want to talk about pure wrestling? Now is some great competition at its purest bouts.
Was there any match that Ricky Steamboat was involved in that wasn't good? I don't think I've ever seen one.
The man, he exemplifies pure wrestling.
He even made the Mr. Fuji matches good. Never mind.
And now Punk, he's got some ideas. Where's he going? Oh, AJ cut him off. Going with those forearms right to the head of CM Punk. They are legal. They are not closed fists. They are forearms.
And AJ has Punk up in a precarious position, going for a superplex.
He could be going for a home run right here. And Punk struggling. Both men fighting on the top. Who's going to get the advantage here?
Oh, they're in a dangerous spot.
And where? Oh, both men spill hard to the floor.
And remember, there's a 20 count here, Chris.
Well, I'm concerned about their well-being at this point. Sometimes you have to overlook that 20 count and make sure that these men aren't risking permanent injury. You have to see if they're okay. And that's what Ricky Steamboat's doing right now.
Yeah, he's checking on these wrestlers before he administers that count.
I mean, if you need a doctor to come out or you need to stop the match or something, you don't want to let time pass. You want to know right away. Ricky Steamboat checking on both men, seeing that they can continue with the match, but can they beat the 20 count in? Steamboat is starting the 20 count. I believe he is at 3 right now. Both men wounded on the floor. Both men getting tired after this long, grueling match. AJ Styles, he has used 2 rope breaks. He has only 1 left. CM Punk, he has only used 1 rope break. He has 2 left. A definite advantage for the straight edger. CM Punk, he's drug and alcohol free. He thinks that makes him better than you. And look at AJ going for a Shining Wizard, but Punk blocks it. Punk now going for one, but AJ blocks it. Punk now going for knees. Connects with them on AJ. Goes for perhaps a Shining Wizard. No, AJ trying to scoop it up. We've seen it before. Punk blocks it. Punk now scooping AJ up. No, rolls him around. AJ now in a bad position, a pinfall attempt, and
wait a second, Chris!
Styles clash!
What?
Punk gets AJ with his own move cover! And AJ just had to use his 3rd rope break!
I believe CM Punk just hit a Styles clash on AJ though, Chris.
AJ Styles down to 0 rope breaks.
Yeah, that was his 3rd break.
Rope break limit. He has no rope breaks left.
Thanks, Steven. We figured that out.
And now CM Punk, he's in the driver's seat here.
CM Punk only has 1 rope break. He has 2 to spare. AJ Styles has none to spare. AJ Styles cannot use the ropes to save himself again. And look at CM Punk immediately taking AJ into the ropes. This is a legal hold now. AJ Styles needs to find a way out of it. And what's Ricky Steamboat doing?
Yeah, the match can end in the ropes. That was a choke.
Steamboat, good call. It was a choke. I mean, you can't do illegal holds like chokes. You can use the ropes, though. And look at Punk getting in Steamboat's face.
What is he thinking, Chris? The brash CM Punk, that might have been a mistake. That's one person you don't want to draw off to.
Well, Ricky Steamboat's letting it go. He is administering the count to AJ Styles.
But he's still the official in this match. What's he thinking, Chris?
I hate to say it, but CM Punk, just for no pun intended, he just punked out the legend Ricky Steamboat. I can't believe it.
What possibly could that do for you in a match like this, especially when he's the official?
CM Punk, the straight edger, drug and alcohol free. He has no respect for anything. He thinks he's better than everybody, including Ricky Steamboat.
Obviously.
But AJ, he had time to rest on the floor. He beat the 20 count in, and he is fighting back. And he goes. He's going for that inverted DDT. No, Punk ducks it. Punk gets a sleeper hold. AJ has to reverse his way out of this. He cannot go to the ropes.
He can't break it, you're right.
How many times in wrestling history have we seen a sleeper hold broken by the guy making the ropes? But that is going to do AJ Styles absolutely no good here. Sound strategy by CM Punk, and there it is in the ropes, and it does not matter. It does not matter. CM Punk does not have to release the hold. AJ Styles is fading. The oxygen is being cut off from his brain. Even if AJ Styles does get out of this hold, and he has to in a hurry, he is definitely going to have cobwebs in his head.
These new rules in this pure wrestling division just changes the whole scope of the whole entire match, Chris.
AJ Styles saved himself a rope break earlier in the match. He needed it on that Styles clash to save the title. Now he has nothing left to save himself, and he is fading. We are going to have a new pure wrestling champion right here in AJ Styles' very first defense.
He's turning blue almost like his trunks there, Chris. Look at his face. The oxygen is definitely being cut off to the head of AJ Styles, and he could be out.
Look at him, he's out. He is out. Steamboat on top of it. There's one. This is just like what we saw with John Walters before against Matt Striker. There's two.
There's two.
We are 1 second away from a new champion.
Look at him. He's not breathing. He's out. CM Punk knows it too.
And there's Steamboat. It's inevitable. The hand drops.
Third one.
And hold on. AJ showing signs of life, and Steamboat sees it.
What?
Great call by Ricky Steamboat.
CM Punk doesn't think that's a great call. He already won.
Ricky Steamboat held on, saw that AJ Styles sensed there was life left there, and AJ's getting the adrenaline rush. Great call by Ricky Steamboat. And AJ is fired up. He's getting his second win. Cover.
Oh, count of two for the lariat. And another one.
Another 2 count. AJ Styles taking the head off of CM Punk twice.
What a as this is desperation time for the Pure Wrestling Champion.
And Punk's going for the sleeper hold, it's all over if he gets it. Oh! That's what knocked out Jimmy Rave.
And that's it, AJ Styles is victorious.
What a match, what a first title defense. The Pure Wrestling title is on the map. And you know what, Samoa Joe better watch out, because this Pure Wrestling title is going to be prestigious, and there is nothing he can do about it.
And still, Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Respectively, are champions in their own right. You with your belt, and you with yours. Equally, in tonight's arena, as true professional wrestlers here tonight, in front of this crowd, in this Ring of Honor, shake hands to acknowledge each of you as a champion. Hey boy, the champions are talking, you can sit in your corner. Tonight we have two Ring of Honor champions in their own right. So let me show you how it's done, Ricky. I don't know if you've had laser eye surgery, but Ray Charles could have seen that his hand dropped 3 times. No, you shut up and show me respect. Here's the past, and I am the future, and I am your
go to where I was dressing. You introduced yourself as a gentleman. And then you got up in my face and told me to stay away, old man. Tonight as the match was going on, you got up in my face and you said, what are you going to do about it, old man? That you're going to rain on my parade. And if you think that you want to jump all over this and try to capture some minute bit of glory that you'll be able to go home and brag about it, in the 20 years and over 6,000 matches that I've had, I have probably forgotten all that you remember. And let that be a warning to you.
What a terrific first half we just saw. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. What a mind blower. And ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, they're setting up the giant steel cage for tonight's double main event. In the meantime, I've got the winner of tonight's #1 contender match, and it's decision time, it's declaration time. To be #1 contender for the world title or #1 contender for the pure wrestling title? Matt Striker,
well,
tell us.
It's just going to have to depend on what happens tonight. If Joe holds on to the belt tonight, I want to face Joe. But if Jay wins the title, I'm going to have to get back to you. I'm going to have to think about it.
That's pretty interesting. I didn't expect that answer. That's pretty... I'm curious, though. Like, what's your reasoning behind that?
It's simple. Joe's had the belt for over a year now. He's been champion. He's been taking that rigorous schedule that Ring of Honor's put in front of him and defending that belt every other week. It's got to take its toll on him eventually, and Joe's going to lose that title to someone down the line. And you know what? If he holds on to it tonight, I might be that someone.
I like that reasoning.
But if, like I said, if Jay wins, I'm going to, you know, I wouldn't mind having a shot at either title, Gary. But the Ring of Honor World title against Samoa Joe, that's just the goal right there. Yeah. So we're just going to have to see what happens tonight.
If there's one guy that can get the job done, it's Matt Striker. Everybody, right now, Sean Price, my colleague, is standing by with the World Heavyweight Champion. Let's see what Samoa Joe has to say.
What's up, Ring of Honor fans? It's me, the S, the P, Sugar Sean Price, just minutes away from Samoa Joe's great big world title match in the steel cage against Jay Briscoe. Come on, let's see him. Excuse me, Joe. Whoa.
Give me a second. What's up?
Joe, I know you're getting ready for your huge main event match in the steel cage against Jay Briscoe. Can you tell me and the fans of Ring of Honor what's going through your mind right now?
What's going through my mind right now before a steel cage match? What do you think's going through my mind, Sugar Sean Price? I mean, I'll tell you what's going through my mind. You see, I'm stepping into one of the most dangerous matches in the history of professional wrestling. They're locking me in a steel cage with a man who wants nothing better than to tear my heart out. But you see, they've added a nice little stipulation. You see, unlike most steel cage matches, all he has to do is walk away. He doesn't have to beat me. He doesn't have to make an example of me. He doesn't have to do anything to me at all. He just has to walk out of there. And when he does walk out of there, he walks out of there with my belt. To say the least, Sugar Sean Price, I'm a little bit nervous.
Well, understanding that, Samoa Joe, if you somehow, and I tell you that with respect, somehow get past Jay Briscoe, there's a rumor going that Homicide's going to take you on for a title shot. What are you going to say about that?
Homicide wants his title shot. You know, it seems it's funny, all you folks at home, and even you, SSP, you know, you all like Homicide, but let's face it, Homicide said he was past his days as a thug. Homicide said that he's an honorable man and a good fighter. But let's face it, when it came down to brass tacks at the end of the match, Homicide needed a noose. He needed to go back to his thuggish ways in order to beat me. The next time when he's in the ring with me, he won't have that luxury.
Considering all of that as well, you know, there's also a rumor going around that if you get through Jay Briscoe and if you get through Homicide, Matt Striker's going to be gunning for you too. What do you say to that?
See, what you fail to realize is that, of course he's fanning for me, because like I said before, my title is the most prestigious title in Ring of Honor. My title is what matters in Ring of Honor. So if Matt Striker, of course, after he won the #1 contenders match, if he wants a shot at my title, well, how can you blame him? I mean, it's the most prestigious title in this company.
Well, the real reason why he's coming for you is because he feels like after all these title defenses, you're going to be a half step slower and a little bit...
You know what? Let me stop you right there. I'll tell you what. Matt Striker, I'll make an example out of him like I did Jay Briscoe. And as far as your boy Homicide goes, if he wants a shot, I'll tell you what. You go find his punk-ass bitch J-Train and you tell him to go meet me, and then we'll talk about his shot.
Well,
go find him.
Well, I'll make sure I'll do that after the show, Samoa Joe. Sorry to take up your time. Thank you, folks, and back to Game Michael Capel.
Hey, everybody, we're back here in the locker room with the Briscoe brothers. Thanks, Sean. Great words from the champ. Interesting stuff going on over there. But right here, we've got the challenger tonight. It's a steel cage match. But before we talk to Jay, I want to talk to Mark. I know you guys are really close. What's going on through your mind as your brother steps in the ring? He may come out the champion.
Yeah, man, we're not worried about it. We got a plan from Cornette.
Cornette? Oh, well, that could mean just about anything. You know, it's going to be a brutal match. There's no doubt about it. And you could come out the Ring of Honor champion tonight.
You know, ever since the start, Joe's tried to bully us. Yeah, that's not going to work. It's not going to work tonight, Joe. We've taken everything you gave to us, Joe, and we fought back harder. You've taken all the tag team partners, some of the best wrestlers in the world. You went after our tag team titles, and you couldn't get it done. Joe, tonight, we step into a steel cage. What, you think I'm going to be scared because it's a steel cage? As many times as I've been in the ring with you, you think I'm going to be scared because we're in a steel cage? Joe, tonight, our war is going to end as soon as my feet hit the ground, and I'm the first ever Ring of Honor double champion.
Whoa, double champion. And you know, when Cornette is in anyone's ear, anything can happen. So everybody, we're moments away from the big steel cage match. Let's go back to the ring.
Becky is winning the ring at this time. Accompanied by Becky and representing Special K, weighing in 185 pounds from Western Hydro. Get him off! Come on!
Joe's 14th Ring of Honor World Title defense. He has defended the belt in England, in Germany, in other promotions. He has defended the belt against the best that have come to go after it. And now for the first time, he is defending the belt inside of a steel cage. This match can end in pinfall, submission, knockout, or simply by escaping the cage and getting both feet to touch the ground.
And that's the Jim Cornette influence in this match. He made it a part of the contract that it's not pinfalls in the ring, it's also escaping to the floor. And I think that could be an advantage for Jay Briscoe.
Cornette very crafty as always. Samoa Joe, he challenged Jay Briscoe to this steel cage match after Jay Briscoe pinned him in controversial fashion using a tennis racket at the last stand. Cornette said, all right, I represent the Briscoes. You can have your steel cage match to settle this feud, but Jay Briscoe can win the title by simply escaping the cage. And here we go. And what about what we just witnessed too in the last match before intermission? Samoa Joe, the world title, and AJ Styles, the Pure Wrestling Champion, face to face. Ricky Steamboat making them shake hands, acknowledge each other as champions. So I guess the rivalry between the two belts is over, Ray.
I guess so, and I guess it's when you have the clout of Ricky Steamboat, you can do just that.
And look at Jay, he's going right for the door.
Sound strategy by the younger competitor right here, the challenger Jay Briscoe, trying to end this real quick.
And of course, no code of honor in this one. It's inside the steel cage. It's going to get ugly. This feud has raged on since basically beating the odds on September the 6th. The first match was October the 16th. The tradition continues when Joe defeated Jay. And since then, this feud has just gotten more and more brutal. Whether it's the tag team title matches where Joe teamed with the likes of AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson, and Jerry Lynn to go after the Briscoes, and he failed in all those attempts. Whether it was Mark Briscoe going for the world title in that brutal match at Final Battle. But now it's finally going to come to a head. It's going to close right here inside of the steel cage. And there's Jay going for the door again.
That could have been it.
Paul Turner trying to open it.
And you know what? If this has been like any other ROH cage matches, this match is going to turn into a blood feud real quick.
Well, that steel cage can be used as a weapon. And look at Jay fighting back. The Samoa Joe basically tried to intimidate the Briscoes at the beginning of this feud. He tried to bully them, and the Briscoes were having none of that. As look at Mark, and he's telling Paul Turner he got to open that door quicker. And Jay's getting, look at that confidence by Jay Briscoe.
He says he's got him?
He had Joe down, opting not to go to the door, opting instead to try to do more damage, so perhaps an escape will be easier in the future.
And you have Mark Briscoe out on the outside, and that's, you know, Mark Briscoe can't really interfere in this match, but he can control the cage door and everything, so that could be an advantage, because I don't really think Joe has anybody that will come down in his corner, because when you're the ROH World Champion, everybody's against you because they want that belt.
You're 100% right about that. And right now, you know, Jim Cornette has to be sitting by the phone in Louisville, Kentucky, waiting for the result of this one, because you know if Jay Briscoe becomes world champion, that's going to be a lot of money in Jim Cornette's pocket. And there's Samoa Joe fighting back. Big chop, big chop, another one, several chops. Whipping Jay Briscoe in. Briscoe ducks a lariat though, and he goes for the door one more time. No, Samoa Joe holding on for dear life. All it takes is perhaps some perspiration to cause Jay Briscoe to slip out of the grasp of Samoa Joe, and this whole title reign is over.
Jay Briscoe about 2 feet from being your new ROH World Champion right there. And Joe has him hooked. Oh, what a German suplex. He just folded him up against the mat, Chris.
Nicely done. Real quick, we got to pay the bills as you see Mark Briscoe feeling the pain of his brother. But for a selection of over 5,000 tapes from every promotion featuring every big name you can think of, rfvideo.com.
That's what I was going to say. I knew the answer to that question. And he slingshots him into the cage like a ramrod. And again, oh.
Big time into the steel. And I got to mention, ROHWrestling.com, 215-891-9404, rfvideo.com.
And what's Joe going for?
Joe,
what is that?
Chain. He hit in the turnbuckle.
Why has he got a chain? He's got a cage to it. Oh, he just took out Mark.
And Joe could escape through the cage.
What's he doing?
Well, Joe said he wants to make an example out of Jay Briscoe here.
Oh, look what he's doing. He's chaining the door, Chris.
Samoa Joe, this is why he's a world champion. The man is a genius. He is chaining that door door shut.
There's no way Jay Briscoe could get through that door. Jay Briscoe, he's almost trapped in the cage. That's one place I wouldn't want to be with the hard-hitting ROH champion is trapped in a steel cage, Chris.
The door is not an option for Jay Briscoe.
He's busted wide open, Chris. Oh, look at the blood is pouring out of his head. The claret is flowing here in the Rexplex, Chris.
The steel mesh has ripped a gash open in the forehead of Jay Briscoe. And Samoa Joe, he is going to make that example of Jay Briscoe. Samoa Joe, he could be our ROH World Champion for 1 full year if he manages to win this match.
Goes for a cover, only a 2 count.
And is that blood on the back of Samoa Joe? That's Jay Briscoe's blood.
There's blood everywhere. Oh, this is disgusting, Chris. And look, he's going to take his head and ram it against the cage. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's terrible.
The steel mesh is slicing and dicing the skin of Jay Briscoe.
I don't think Jay Briscoe thought this would be it. Look at the blood all over the cage.
Samoa Joe just licked the blood off his fingers. That is disgusting. And look at him just punishing Jay Briscoe. Briscoe, one half of the ROH Tag Team Champions, along with his brother, champion versus champion. But he is getting a beating right now as he takes the steel mesh one more time.
Oh, that's terrible. Jay Briscoe in a world of trouble right here. Samoa Joe, he's enjoying this.
Oh my God! Oh my God! We might have to. Can we even put this on the home release? We might have to censor this.
Oh, the blood is pouring everywhere. Look at this. Oh, look at it pouring out of his head. My God, Lovey. The referee might want to stop this. Look at that. Oh, I have never seen anything quite like that. And Joe cheering on. The fans are almost watching us in disbelief. And now we have a face wash. Oh, and he's taking off the already busted open head of Jay Briscoe.
Oh, and there's blood on the floor. I'm getting very uncomfortable.
Oh, look at it. It's pouring like a faucet, Chris.
I don't know if I can call this anymore.
This could be one of the most graphic things we have ever seen. Look at the open cut in his head. Oh, the blood is everywhere. And the fans getting behind Samoa Joe here.
It's Ole Ole time. Normally I have a lot of fun calling the Ole Ole kick, but...
Now this is going beyond the bounds of professional wrestling. Look at the disbelief on Jay Briscoe's brother's Mark's face right there. They got to end this quick.
I might puke up that hot dog I ate at intermission.
Ugh.
What Samoa Joe being relentless, showing no mercy, and Briscoe fights out. How's he doing it?
And a big kick right to the head. This could be his opportunity, Chris. Ah, but the door is chained. I forgot.
I think it's just survival for Jay Briscoe at this point.
He's lost so much blood. There's no way he'd be able to get over the top of the cage.
He has to be getting dizzy at this point from the blood loss.
He has no equilibrium left to climb. But look, he's trying to. What's he thinking?
Mark yelling to try to climb over the top of the cage.
Oh my God, look at that. The crimson mask right here.
This is not going to last much longer. It has to be stopped soon. If Jay Briscoe manages to survive, it has to be stopped.
Oh! Backdrop driver off the top rope. That's got to be it, Chris. I'm going on record. This is the bloodiest match I've ever seen in ROH. This compares to Homicide and Carino in Connecticut, Chris.
If Jim Cornette was here right now, he'd be thinking about Chris Jericho and Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Absolutely. Oh, Briscoe's got to be thinking about ending this.
Cover.
Take the pinfall, please.
How did he kick? He kicked out.
Why is he kicking out?
You notice something about Samoa Joe, though. He was slow to get up from that backdrop driver. That fall from the top rope definitely took something out of Samoa Joe.
This just shows how important the ROH World title is, that Jay Briscoe would be going through this and still competing to try to become the 4th ROH champion.
This Briscoe Samoa Joe feud kept getting more and more brutal, and it's ending right here tonight. And there's a boot to the face. And look at Briscoe. Backdrop driver of his own scores. Where is Briscoe getting it from? What heart? What determination?
I can't believe this, Chris.
What toughness. Oh, and look at Briscoe. He is crawling for the corner again. Maybe going to try to climb his way up and out of the cage.
How could he possibly know where he's at? He's running on instinct, Chris.
That blood is still pouring out of his head. Referee Todd Sinclair has to think about calling it, but I think Joe might be out. We might have a new world champion. No, there's Joe.
Joe's going up top again. This does not bode well for the competitor, for Jay Briscoe.
Look at Briscoe fighting. What an ace crusher off the top rope. The champion is down.
And the fans are going bananas here in the Rexplex. What action we're seeing for the ROH World Title.
This is the kind of effort that makes legends. This is the kind of effort that makes you from one of the great ones to one of the immortal ones. And we are seeing it from Jay Briscoe. We are seeing it from Samoa Joe in front of 1,800 fans right outside of New York City.
And the fans now getting behind Jay Briscoe. How could they not?
What an atmosphere. You have to be here live to experience something like this. Both men toe to toe.
This is fighting spirit personified here in the steel cage. And Joe's got him hooked, but Jay blocks a low blow. No code in this one. And a big lariat.
And the champion is down.
The champion could be out, Chris.
And look at that puddle of blood. The blood still pouring out of the forehead of Jay Briscoe. Oh, he needs some help. He needs some medical attention.
I've seen some bloodbaths in my life, but this takes the cake, Chris. And Jay, once again, going to the top rope.
Jay trying to climb out. This was Jim Cornette's strategy. Just get out of the cage. He said Jay Briscoe would dive into the 14th row if he had to. But Joe cutting him off once again. And Jay fighting back. And there's a boot. Down goes Joe.
Oh!
The dizziness costing Jay Briscoe. He lost his balance. He almost had it.
That was his opportunity right there, but he just got crotched on the top rope.
Too much blood loss.
If he would have stayed on that rope, he would have been world champion right as we speak, but no.
Samoa Joe now up back to his feet. Enziguri puts Jay Briscoe down.
And he's in another precarious position against that fence.
It might be ole ole time again.
Yeah, it is. He's called for it.
Oh. And look, that ole ole kick was so hard that the cage is breaking.
Wait, and Mark's pulling it out. Look, Jay's going to get out of the cage. We're going to have a new champion, Chris. I can't believe what we're seeing.
He's almost there. He's using the table to pull himself out.
We almost had a new world champion right there. What an opportunity for Jay Briscoe. I can't believe what we're seeing.
And Mark Briscoe, a definite factor in this match, pulling that cage open.
Power bomb by Joe.
Cover. No, Jay kicks out.
This could be it. This is the STF, Chris. Give it up, Jay. It's not worth it.
Oh, Jay's definitely going to pass out here. There's no way he can hold on.
I'm going to pass out just for watching this.
I hope he passes out. He could save not only his career, but his life if he just loses here.
That's true. But no, he's not giving up. My good Lord.
Where is Jay Briscoe getting this from?
I have no idea.
What a legendary effort we're witnessing right here. Samoa Joe, look at the shock. Look at the disappointment on Samoa Joe's face. Samoa Joe can't believe it. He is looking up at the sky and asking God himself, what's it gonna take?
Look at the blood clotting. Oh my God, Chris.
Oh, this is just disgusting. My stomach is turning.
This is disturbing. I have never seen anything quite like this. What a fight for the ROH World Title.
Oh, I hope you're not eating anything and watching this at home. Oh, look at those brutal knees. Just peppering Jay with those slaps. Enziguri by Briscoe. Kick to the gut. He's got him hooked.
Oh no!
Jay Driller.
Oh my God! Get out of the cage, Jay. This is your opportunity.
The Jay Driller puts them all down, from Christopher Daniels to Bryan Danielson, and the world champion is out. But Jay Briscoe is exhausted, dizzy, battered, bruised on the mat. And look at Mark. He can sense that Jay has victory coming. What's Mark doing?
Yeah, what's he doing? He's trying.
He already played a factor before by holding that cage open, and he is climbing up now.
And wait, AJ Styles.
It's the pure champion. He's got Mark.
Oh no, stop. on the floor!
Yes!
AJ has come to the defense of Samoa Joe. Ricky Steamboat mended the fences between these two champions. And now Jay's trying to escape the cage.
Jay almost has it. He's got 1 foot over Joe, holding on for dear life. The blood continuing to pour out of the head of Jay Briscoe.
Oh, wait, is he trying to throw Jay out of the cage? That's going to kill him, Chris.
No, but then we have a new champion. No, he's pulling him into the cage. He's got him hooked. Oh, no, this is like do or die against homicide.
Oh, my God.
Dangerous! Muscle Buster!
And that's it. Samoa Joe defends the world title. But what a contest for the ages.
Samoa Joe has just made it to 1 year as Ring of Honor World Champion. 1 year he has held that belt. 14 successful title defenses. It's an all-star list of challengers that Joe has put down, from Doug Williams to AJ Styles, Homicide, both Briscoes, Paul London, Christopher Daniels, Dan Moss, PJ Whitmer. He's defended the belt in 4-quarter survivals. He's defended in the steel cage. He's been battered and bruised, and he survived it all. Who can finally defeat Samoa Joe? How long will he have this title belt for? But what an effort we just saw from Jay Briscoe. One for the ages. And Joe wants the mic.
All right, we're good, we're good.
What a prestigious world champion we have, from Germany to England to Dayton, Ohio. What can you say to Jay Briscoe after what we've just seen?
I'm speechless, Chris. What a matchup. I can't believe what we just witnessed. I cannot believe it.
A lot of you out there said the Briscoes don't have what it takes to take the champion. A lot of you out there doubted these guys' heart and need and desire to win this belt. Jay Briscoe, God damn it, I was one of those people, but now I'm not.
What a great way to end this feud with a handshake. Respect has been earned. Samoa Joe tried to bully the Briscoes, intimidate them last year. Tradition continues. It all started. Those tag belts, the conclusion, the last stand. Battle lines are drawn, and now it ends with respect.
What was that? He just threw the...
And Joe's laughing about it.
He just hit AJ with that door. Was that by accident, Chris?
Joe's laughing about it.
AJ's not laughing.
It's a rivalry between the two belts back on. They're face to face. The two champions, the Pure Wrestling Champion and the World Champion.
Good.
This rivalry between the two belts is definitely not over.
Hey, calm down. Relax. That shit's expensive. Oh, don't take that shit, Joe. Don't take that shit, Joe. Yeah, Joe. AJ, watch yourself.
for Scramble Cage 2, your second half of your Steel Cage double main event. There you see the Carnage Crew, DeVito, Masada, Just Incredible, Loke in the ring, and there's about 50,000 Special K members out there.
I think the rave over at the Sound Factory in NYC just let out, and everybody just decided to come to the Rexplex.
We have Dixie squaring off with Loke, and Loke has that strap. Shades of that bloody country whipping match last month in Boston at the second anniversary show. Dixie trying to escape, but he is tasting that strap, and he is scratched and just getting a bejesus whipped out of him by HC Loke right now.
And this Scramble Cage match too, you know, it's going to be death-defying, but I think issues are going to be settled in this one. This is going to be another violent encounter.
Big military press into a brainbuster by Loke, beautifully done. The Carnage Crew Special K feud started 11 months ago with a simple Carnage Crew getting ripped off of a victory. It has grown in violence and intensity each month, and it's finally going to be settled right here tonight, and there's only one type of match to settle it in.
The Scramble Cage.
Scramble Cage 1 made history at main event spectacles. Who knows what insanity we're going to see tonight, especially with the hatred between these two men. This issue, it started as something simple and has since grown personal with Special K luring DeVito's daughter into the raving lifestyle.
And Scramble Cage 1, you said, made history. Dixie might be history after Scramble Cage number 2, as he is just getting the living bejesus kicked out of him in this match.
As right now, Loke, DeVito, Just Incredible, Masada, they have always been victims to the numbers game by Special K. Special K has more numbers than ever tonight. I see Slim J out there, Hydro, Deranged returning. I didn't even think he was in wrestling anymore. Izzy's out there, Cheech, Lit.
There's just too many to call. There's girls out there. Who knows who else is out there? Fred the Elephant Boy is out there.
Becky's out there. Mello. And the 2 minutes are almost up as Dixie throws powder into the face of Loke. It will now be one man from each team entering the ring in 1 minute intervals until everyone is in the ring. Special K only gets 4 members though, and it's the Carnage Crew won the coin flip. They have the advantage in this one.
Wow, this is a first. And DeVito has Dixie and drops him down. What a nice maneuver using the cage's balance.
And a busted open Dixie is in a bad spot as he is in there with both Loke and DeVito, and no one's going to come in and help him for about 45 more seconds.
And after what happened last month in Boston, I wouldn't want to mess with DeVito because you're messing with family. And I'll tell you what, if I was Angel Dust, I wouldn't even want to show up to this match.
I cannot believe that Angel Dust disappeared with DeVito's daughter.
That's what a scumbag.
And there's a Carnage Plex. Dixie is getting utterly destroyed inside the Scramble Cage. You see those platforms in the corner. Who knows what these guys are going to come up with?
I'll tell you what, those platforms I think are definitely there for the advantage of Special K. They are the high-flying members of probably of this match. But let's see what comes up. Let's see what goes on in this match. And here comes Deranged.
We haven't seen him in a while. Deranged now coming in. He is in a bad spot. Look at that smile. He is definitely on something.
He obviously doesn't know what's been going on for the last 3 months because he wouldn't be smiling.
I think he's on E or something. I think that's what it is. Can you even get E anymore?
I don't know. I think his hair's on E.
What's he doing?
He's obviously not on steroids, I'll tell you that. And DeVito wanted to take off his head.
But Deranged ducks and takes Loke down. Beautifully done by Deranged. The kid has talent. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If Special K got serious and got clean, there's no telling how good they could be as DeVito tastes the steel cage.
From a Hurricane Rana, but Loke has him hooked.
And back first into the mesh goes Deranged. Special K once again at a disadvantage, but that steel cage is uncompromising, and DeVito is now busted open.
The claret is flowing once again as DeVito has Dixie.
And Carnage Crew is about to get another member in.
Oh!
But what's Izzy doing?
And wait, what's Masada doing on the outside? The ladders are in play, I guess.
And now there's a brawl on the floor. Just Incredible and about 27 Special K members. And Masada cutting Izzy off with that ladder. Izzy's not supposed to be in this match. It's just supposed to be Masada right now, but it is breaking down. All control getting lost as there's a submission in there by Loke and DeVito.
Well, you knew this is eventually going to happen, so let's just let it go, I guess.
You got to let these guys just settle it out.
And Masada and Izzy are on those platforms. That's really dangerous up there.
Oh, man, what are we going to see? Oh, no. No.
Superplex? Oh, no.
And Izzy
And he's on that ladder as well. What's going on here?
Izzy trying that moonsault dropkick. I don't know if he got Masada, but Masada lost his balance trying to avoid it. Both men down. I can't believe the sacrifice Izzy just made and that hard fall that Masada just took.
I can't believe what we're seeing. The platforms are in play as we speak. This is Scramble Cage number 2, an ROH original.
Can Carnage Crew finally get revenge? It's been a long road up to this main event for the Carnage Crew. They've been frustrated time and time again by Special K. Special K has made it personal.
Oh, and Izzy just dumped into that ladder. He's been in this match for about 30 seconds, and he's almost done. And that's Hydro in the ring.
As Just Incredible comes, I guess that the 1 minute intervals don't mean anything anymore as we just have mayhem everywhere.
Oh, wait a second. Here comes Lit. Here comes Mello.
Mello with
Cheech,
the yellow,
Slim J. The Rage, Angel Dust. Everybody's in the ring now. I don't even know who all these guys are.
And right now, Special K is playing the number game again. There's just too many of them for the Carnage Crew.
But there's no code of honor, Chris.
They're just beating down the Carnage Crew. There's just too many of them. As look at Just Incredible. Hydro puts him in. Oh, Just Incredible hard.
Ramrod into the cage as Masada just tasted the cage as well.
Oh, this is bad for the Carnage Crew.
And wait a second, here comes Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream.
He said he was coming to help the working man like he's done throughout his whole career. And Dusty's doing just that. It's a course line on Special K. Dusty evening the numbers game, but look at this. Special K is swarming him.
Wow, the Rage and Hydro, and everybody's ganging up with the American Dream.
Special K is swarming him. There's just too many of them.
And what the hell is this?
Is Nate Plissken in the cage?
What's going on?
I gotta be on drugs if I'm looking at Ox Baker in a Ring of Honor main event.
We saw what happened with Ox and Dusty at the beginning of the show, but Ox Baker, what's he doing with Special K?
He's not even booked here. Ox Baker and what's going on? I think I'm on drugs. Someone must have slipped something in my
Somebody
drink.
put acid in our drinks, Chris, because I'm hallucinating.
Dusty Rhodes and Ox Baker are brawling in the back.
What the hell?
And Scramble Cage 2. And Deranged goes into the cage.
And Luke is tearing through Special K right here.
Once again, though, Special K using the numbers game to their advantage.
All these cars are ringside.
They're the Special K sluts. And we have a table coming into play now. Uh-oh, this is very bad for the Carnage Crew.
This does not bode well for first-class white trash Carnage Crew. As it's 27 on 4, and now we got the tables and the cage up.
They have their miserable lives, their lousy jobs, their nagging families, but they need this. They need to get their frustrations out. And what's Credible have? He's going old school. And Cheech is lit up with that Singapore cane. Credible evening the odds with the Singapore cane. And now Logue trying to make a comeback. He's trying to throw Dixie to the outside. This is the Carnage Crew's best strategy. Get some of those Special K members to the outside.
Oh, and Lick just took the steel cage from Justin, and now he has Cheech. I believe that's Cheech.
And Masada, beautiful move right there.
As this is all-out mayhem in the Scramble Cage number 2.
It is one fall to a finish in this one. And right now, Carnage Crew trying to neutralize the numbers game, trying to take it to the floor.
That's definitely a sound strategy for the Carnage Crew.
As there's now DeVito at the table. DeVito's going out, it looks like, to try to fight. And no, DeVito's fighting with Deranged. We just have mayhem all over the place. I can hardly keep track. Izzy busted open. Dixie busted open. DeVito busted open. He's going for Cloudy, and Cloudy just got nailed. Just Incredible busted open.
And we saw what happened in Boston last month with the Carnage crew and Cloudy in the locker room. I'm surprised Cloudy's even alive.
And look at, we got Slim J in there with Masada. And Slim J takes Masada out with that kick.
He's definitely a talented individual. And wait a second, Slim J scaling in a platform. What's he going for, Chris?
Oh, this kid's crazy. I mean, we saw that do or die when he did the moonsault off the scaffold.
That was death-defying, but what is this?
There's a whole pile of bodies below.
What a beautiful sky twister press there by Slim J. What an incredible maneuver. And that leaves Masada in the ring by himself.
Slim J just took out members of Special K and the entire Carnage crew. Slim J sacrificing his own team members, or maybe he might be on something. You never know what he probably doesn't even realize what he's landing on. And what's Masada doing?
He's too big to be doing this.
No, this is the monster of the Carnage crew. What's he doing?
He doesn't belong up there.
I mean, we know that he's crazy.
He's 250 pounds at least.
360 takes out all of Special K.
What is going through the mind of Masada? My God, Lovey. Everybody pulling out all the stops for this one. So much on the line in this scramble cage number 2.
All the bodies are down. And what DeVito working his way into the cage was just incredible. What a war we are witnessing right here. The final chapter of Special K versus the Carnage crew.
And DeVito adjusted in the ring, setting up the furniture. What are they going to come up with as we see Hydro and Masada on the outside and Lit following them, the brawl ensuing all around the building.
I think most of the Special K members have been taken out by those dives.
And wait, that's Angel Dust. He's scaling to the top of the platform.
And Lucas following him up there. Lucas chased him to the top of the platform. And Justin and DeVito are setting up those tables. Luke and Angel Dust battling, and here comes DeVito.
And that's the one they want to get. DeVito wanted to get his hands on Angel Dust after what happened last month.
And he's got his hands on him right now.
Uh-oh, and he is caught. The Carnage crew using their numbers game right here.
Special K, all the members have been taken out on the outside by those dives.
What can they possibly do to Angel Dust, though?
Oh my God.
Oh no, they're not going to do what I think they're going to do.
No.
Oh no! Crew are victorious, but they might have killed Angel Dust. I can't believe it.
I am in a complete and utter shock over what we have just witnessed here tonight.
What a way to cap off Ring of Honor's biggest show ever, as Angel just got pile driven off the top of a steel cage. That has never been done in professional wrestling. What ramifications are going to come from this? Wait, what's this? The Special K members, I think they want to get out of there.
I don't blame them. Angel Dust might be dead.
I don't think they want to be around for the scene of the crime, even if it was against one of their own. They're hightailing it out of here. But I think after all this, the Carnage crew have finally gotten their revenge on Special K.
You better believe that's right.
And what a way to win. What a way to win the feud. And this massive humanity getting behind the Carnage crew.
What a moment for the Carnage crew.
And here comes Dusty.
Luke and DeVito were booed out of the building in their debut on ROH's third show ever, Night of Appreciation. The fans just didn't want to see them. They slowly earned respect with that feud against the Natural Born Sinners. Who will ever forget that bunkhouse match of crowning the champion? Then they had that feud against the Hit Squad. Abdul the Butcher even got involved with Homicide against them at Night of the Butcher. Then they moved to the scramble matches. They slowly but surely earned respect, and now at ROH's biggest show ever, 1,800 fans, they have gained revenge against Special K. They are celebrating with beers with Dusty Rhodes, and the crowd is chanting ROH at the Carnage crew. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this home release.
What an incredible night this has been, Chris. What an amazing night of professional wrestling action. This is Ring of Honor.
You have just seen us at our best. We will see you at the huge double shot. St. Paul and Chicago at the end of April. Philly and Boston in May. Dayton and Baltimore in June. And right back here in the Rexplex in July. Thank you for joining us.
I live for this shit.
First off, Dusty, thank you very much, man.
Hey,
You are the man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, this was an unforgettable night, you know. And I love crazy. The match was so crazy, unforgettable.
I love
Took them
craziness.
boys to school and paddled their ass right there, you know. And I can't. Hey, let me tell you what. I can't tell you one thing. They got all that money. And their mamas at home, they're all crying right
Hell
now.
yeah.
Y'all kicked them. Carnage Crew on top of their business here tonight. I was great to be a part of it. I'm telling you, I was ready for a Huna Karate myself.
All right, Dusty. Pop for that too. You know what I'm saying?
Dusty, tonight's the night we'll never forget it, Dusty. It's been a long 2 years since I could only get booked here as a referee. Carnage Crew comes together, fighting the whole time to try to earn that respect.
Hell yeah. I tell you what, remember when we first came here? You booed us out of the building. We didn't care. Just made us more pissed off.
You know what? But tonight, the working man as usual.
Carnage
Crew!
Carnage Crew!
First class white trash, baby!
Oh yeah, baby.
Paying off! Earn that respect! And that reaction you people gave us tonight at the end of the night, it made it all worth it. Every bit of it was worth it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Tonight, Carnage Crew, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, yeah.
You're not just the coolest. Tonight, Carnage Crew, American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
You're not just the best.
No,
Give it to
no,
tonight, Carnage Crew and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. You, my friends, are just incredible.
Nice, man. I love it. Thanks, guys. Cut. Nice.
Hey, what? I smell like crap.
You know, I was smelling that too, but I thought.
Hey, check your bag. Somebody must have shit in our bag.
No.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the? Are you shitting me? Dude, right on my Cuban. That's messed up.
Oh man.
With my bag.
No, Tony.
Man, I got to step over this because I don't want shit
Bro,
on
I
the bottom
worked
of my
all
boot.
week, my ass off. I come here to let off steam, and this shit that one goddamn night? That one night for us?
Calm down.
That one night apiece?
We'll get him. Get who?
Get who?
Get who?
Who's this time?
We'll find out.
We run everybody else off. Who this time? Not one night.
I don't know.
Not one
But I
night.
wouldn't want to be a sorry ass.
It's Samoa Joe. I know where Julius T. Smokes is. If you want to give me your answer about the homicide challenge.
Give him my answer. Where's he at? Where's he at?
He's right over there.
What's up, dog? Stop. What's up, dog? What's up? God!
You want my answer?
You want my answer?
Jesus Christ.
Joe!
Accept.
Come on.
You want my answer? You want my answer? You want my answer? You tell your boy. You tell your Rottweiler. You tell all your tell all your boys. I accept. What's this all about? Get that camera out of here. Get that camera out of here. Get it out!